Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, RegisKillbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, but really, Twitch is the game. That's right, I just did my first ever live stream on Twitch, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this video is actually the full stream. Now, that's not something I'm going to do all the time. I don't think that's great content, just taking my Twitch stream and plopping it on YouTube. That's not rewarding. Of course, I'm going to continue making videos, but I thought for this special occasion, this first time around, to let you guys know that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch and to give you an idea of the sort of things to expect and, whether or not you're going to enjoy that kind of content. If you're someone who's on Twitch, watch this video, check it out, tell me what you think. I'll have links in the description, of course, to find me on Twitch, so you can go follow me there and keep track, and it'll notify you when I go live again. As you'll probably be able to tell from watching the stream, I'm all about chat interaction. I like talking to you guys. I'm happy to answer all the questions that you have, hopefully provide some cool insights all the while still playing Hearthstone. In particular, in this video, you'll see me ranking up on the Wild Ladder with Jade Druid, a deck I don't really ever play. Really experiencing that for the first time too. So a video of firsts, if you will. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I think this is going to be a really rewarding and fun experience for me as well, doing both Twitch and YouTube. So I hope you'll join me over there on Twitch as well. So here it is for the first time ever, RegisKillbin on Twitch. Hey guys, I see people rolling in. Regis is streaming. What a wonderful day. Let's dial back. Regis is testing Twitch streaming, but I think this will be happening in the future more consistently. So let me know if anything sounds weird, looks weird. Let me know if things are going right. All of that feedback is super useful. I'm still testing out some things. I think I have a lot of stuff set up. Check out the page like below the screen here. See if all that stuff works and looks good. See if there's any typos in the text, for instance. All of that would be greatly appreciated. So I'm going to be clicking around a little bit. I'm going to be playing some Hearthstone before too long. But if you want to chat and hang out, feel free. I don't think chat is working just yet. I'm not seeing my chat yet. Let me refresh this over here and see. See if we can't find some chat. There we go. There's chat. Hey guys. Just testing out the stream. Come hang out. Let's see if that works. Play some Hearthstone. Hey, cool. There we go. Yay. So again, give everything a gander. Let me know what's weird, what's right. I'm trying to figure out what all this stuff means. I don't know, for instance, how long you've been broadcasting for this session says 2 seconds. That must mean 2 minutes. That can't be right. It says I have 4 viewers. Okay. forgive my ignorance, guys. This is all, I think I've done this one other time before, so I'm still learning exactly what's happening. Got my little system set up here, but all the feedback in the world is deeply appreciated, and I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have in chat if you want to hang out. So let's test some stuff here. Does this go up or down bitrate? I don't know. Sure. Does this work? Yeah. Let's see. I must have a stream delay on. I don't know. Does this work? There we go. That's better. Nice to finally catch you on stream. Hey, Buzz Falcon, man. Thanks. Yeah, we'll see how this goes, man. I'm very intrigued to give it a shot. I think it's going to be fun. I mean, the one problem I have, I think, for Twitch, and it's been a problem the entire time I've been on YouTube, is that YouTube is nice because I can find 30, 40 minutes to sit down and record a video and spend, the time editing it and upload it, and it's like a 1 hour chunk there and I'm done. Twitch requires a much larger time commitment, I think. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. I have a job. I have a life outside of RegisKillbin a little bit. So I want to dedicate as much time as I can because I'm obviously having tons of fun playing Hearthstone and hanging out with you guys. But we'll just have to wait and see. Hey there. Man, this is hard to read. I need a bigger screen over here. It looks like Bam Bam 059. I'm going to have to get a bigger second monitor, I think. How's it going, man? Like I said, just trying to test some stuff and figure some stuff out here. I don't know if I'm going to play ranked. I tanked my legend rank earlier this week. I was top 250 and made some bad choices. Made some bad choices. I'm a little closer to the dumpster tier now. I'm testing stuff like a Reno Shaman deck that didn't work, and a Dragon Shaman that didn't work, and an old school handlock that didn't work. You know, so no Reno, but like taunts and stuff, like back in the olden days. So I'm probably going to rank with Wild instead for a while. I've been trying to learn Jade Druid a little bit. This is just a standard Jade Druid deck, but specifically just in Wild. Because I don't want to play on a bad ladder. Everybody's tryharding, and I don't feel like it right now. So I gotta have something to do, right? Plus, I never play Wild, and I really have never played Jade Druid either on the ladder. It's just a deck I don't enjoy. So I want to try it in a safer environment on Wild. Man, I'm really cold. I need like a hoodie. Ooh. I don't know why my house is so cold. So yeah, let's play. I think everything's going okay as far as Twitch is concerned. You guys haven't given me any terrible feedback yet. We got people watching, so I mean I don't want to dwell on preparing. Let's just start playing and start streaming. One thing I do want to know is follow alerts. I have follower and like donation alerts set up. I think they're good to go. The tests seem to work, but the ultimate test is if somebody actually follows me. Somebody did 15 minutes ago, but not since I started streaming. So if any of you guys are watching, and you aren't following me already, give me a follow so we can see if it pops up and makes a sound. I've got it set up to play Archmage Antonight. It's this ha-ha or aha sound every time somebody follows, and I can't wait to hear that. So I want to see it. So if you follow, we'll get to see that. It'll be the greatest moment of my life. Hey Bam Bam, Regis, can I make it to Legend? I'm ranked 2. Do you believe in me? Absolutely, unequivocally, yes. And that's not just to be nice. If you're ranked 2, first off, that's already good enough to hit Legend 2 weeks ago. Anybody who's playing at that high of a level, it's just about grinding it out. And frankly, at this stage of the season, the top of the ladder is pretty abysmal, I'd say. I mean, I shouldn't say abysmal. Those are all skilled players, don't get me wrong. But it's not quite as competitive as it was 2 weeks ago when you're still sort of shuffling through a lot of the pro players and top-end people who are just taking a slow grind. So yes, the best advice, and I'm thinking about making a video on this soon, is like, top 7 tips or something to hit Legend. The best advice I can give is just keep playing and play a deck that you're used to playing and that you're comfortable with and you're having fun with, because that's going to reduce the grind that you're feeling, and it's going to give you that energy to continue. And another thing, losing stars doesn't really mean anything. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I lost 5 stars. That's so much time and momentum I've wasted, and that really discourages people, and they don't want to lose stars. They have some like ladder anxiety. So don't worry about that. Your rank is your rank. It doesn't matter if you were 4 points higher, 4 stars higher. What is happening on screen right now, by the way? Screw this guy. This is Wild for you, huh? This is what Wild is like. This is why you don't play standard decks on Wild. I see. I'm not going to win. I have no way to win. Anyway, your rank is your rank. Your stars are your stars. Like, it's kind of a false equivalence to say, like, I used to have 5 stars. Who cares? You are where you are right now. So don't get discouraged if you lose stars. Just keep piling on. You'll get more wins. Variance will hit you on the positive end instead of the negative end. And everything will go great. So, yes, I have faith in you, Bam Bam. Let's see. Are you going to stream regularly, Buzz? That's the plan, man. Not if stuff like this keeps happening in the game, though. My God. I can kill this, actually. So we actually have an out here. Yeah, we have an out. We can heal. And we can kill this. But yeah, I mean, that's the plan. We'll see if the plan actually comes to fruition. I was mentioning earlier, I don't know if you're here, I have trouble sometimes. Ooh, interesting. That's a good draw. I have trouble sometimes carving out the time that I think Twitch really necessitates, like finding a couple hours or 3 hours even to sit down and stream. This is really just a test to feel it out and see if everything's working. And I've already got 9 viewers, so you guys are great. Like, this is the first time I've ever streamed, so I love that people are following up. Oh my God, you stream, you really stream. As of 10 minutes ago, yes, that's true. I really do stream as of 10 minutes ago. I think we'll keep going. I'm guessing it's Twitch's fault, but I can only select source quality, which my connection really can't handle. Yes, I don't know about that yet. That may be a thing. Somebody who's more Twitch savvy than me can probably tell you. I think you only get settings for stream quality when you're like a partner, when you get like a sub button and stuff. But again, I don't really know that to be true. It's just what I understand. I think this and Hero Power are actually better because it allows me to... No. Let's just go for the big guy. It's susceptible to Shadow or Death, but if he plays that, we've still got stuff to do next turn. So that sucks, Smooth333. I'm sorry that the stream is giving you hiccups. I don't know how to fix it, though. I can maybe try lowering the bitrate, but I think I'm at, like, the standard. Do other Twitch streams give you hiccups when you watch them on source quality? Do you recommend pre-buying the 50 packs? I am number 10, 45. Yes, if you're gonna... Well, yes, with a caveat. If you're gonna buy the packs eventually, absolutely, there's just no reason to wait. You're gonna win out if you do that. Just because you're gonna save money, it's just more efficient from a cost per pack standpoint. As far as... I think what you're really asking, though, is do you think the Unguro cards are good enough to substantiate buying packs? And for that, I don't actually know the answer. We have lethal, 14, 17, 19, 23. No, we don't have lethal yet, but we're close. We sure flipped this game around a lot with that Deathlord Fandral. That was incredible. We'll just leave that up. I don't care. It hurts him as much as me. So, anyway, I don't know about the Unguro cards yet. There seem to be a lot of good stuff, like the Elementals seem totally nuts. I don't really think Adapt is going to be that good. I think it's sort of a wishy-washy mechanic, maybe like Inspire. We'll see. It's going to be prevalent because there's just so many Adapt cards, and they're going to make up such a big portion of the pool of available cards in Standard. Yay, well played. So, it seems like Unguro is almost inevitably going to have good popular cards, and you're going to need to buy the packs to get those, and there's always dust as a side effect as well. So, yes, I would recommend it. I obviously have already pre-ordered packs, and I'm going to be buying even more packs. Like, I suspect I'll do a pack opening of 150 packs on day 1, and then do probably 50 more packs a few days later. So I'll have 200 packs in the first week. Now, I know that's not possible for everybody. Totally understand. But if you have the cash, if you love Hearthstone, if you're going to plan to buy the packs anyway, eventually down the road, pre-buying you can't go wrong. Plus, of course, you get the card back too, which is always nice. Shaman, we better keep the Innervate just in case he gets off to a fast start. I don't know what's popular in Wild. I don't know if it's control or aggro. Probably aggro though. At least that's what I'm used to playing at Legend. So I suspect same stuff's gonna happen here. So we might need it. I wish we had a Wild Growth though. Could Innervate out of Jade, but I don't know that it's worth it. Will you live stream your pack openings and experimenting with the new cards? That's a good question. I haven't really tackled that yet. Let me ask you guys what you think. So right now, when I make videos, I sort of sit down and do it, and it's, you know, in a controlled environment, and I can edit, and I can, if I mess something up, I can start over, that kind of thing, which really isn't that big of a deal. I don't mess up that often. But I don't know. Essentially what I'm saying is, whoa, I think that means I got a donation. How do I see what it was? Oh, I am number 1045 donated $2. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. That's my first ever donation on Twitch. You're a legend now. You're going to go down in RegisKillbin history, dude. Much luck. That's definitely worth a pack blessing, by the way. So your Unguro packs that you're going to pre-order have been blessed by RNGesus himself. That's not me, but I talked to the big guy, and he said you're going to have some good packs. So I see you laughing at my reaction. I'm a goof. I can't help it. Anyway, what was I saying? YouTube videos versus live streaming. I kind of like the idea of my YouTube videos staying pre-packaged and clean. In other words, when I'm live streaming, I'm going to be reacting to chat and reacting to donations and sub buttons. What do you guys think, though? If I did that and I was answering questions and stuff was popping up on the screen, would that be a bad or distracting environment for YouTube videos? Like, would that feel out of place on YouTube? Now, I know other streamers take their stream content and pre-package it or package it up for YouTube, so it's not like the craziest idea ever, right? Gosh, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. I don't know. I'm torn. Congratulations, today a legend was born. Yeah, I am number 10 as the legend. So get one legendary every pack. I can't promise that. That's far beyond my pack blessing skills, but people have been reporting surprisingly good results from pack blessings. So I don't know if you guys are even familiar with this, but you know, people always ask me to bless their packs on YouTube. I don't know if that's a RegisKillbin thing or if that's like a Crip thing that got adapted. I have no idea, but I'm always happy to bless packs when I can. And there's been like 20 people comment that says, right after you blessed my packs, I got a legendary. I got a golden legendary. I got 3 epics. All kinds of crazy results. So who knows? Maybe it works. Maybe that's just the good vibes in the universe flowing out. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Is Twitch streams turned into YouTube videos okay? Is that ever a problem? I'm really not paying attention to the games, by the way. I hope I haven't misplayed or anything. I'm just not watching at all. Swipe feels pretty bad. Feral Rage doesn't do anything. I think we'll just Jade Blossom Hero Power. I'll go ahead and kill this just because Flame Tongue Totem is a thing that exists for shamans, and the less stuff they have on the board I think is the better. Even though I wipe my own minion. I'm going to scale higher than this guy probably, although he hasn't done much, so he might be pretty control-oriented. I haven't even been paying attention at all. It's hard to chat and pay attention to this stuff. So has the source quality issue, Moo333, if you're still here, has that resolved itself? You still having trouble, or that'll work out? Trade, swipe mulch. This is a bad hand, guys. I haven't played much Jade Druid, but I'm fairly sure that this is a bad hand. No card draw, no minions to develop. Swipe's really awkward here. I mean, I guess we could swipe hero power, but then that's not even good, right? What do we swipe? Swipe this. This goes down to 2. This goes down to 2. Yeah, this is just awkward. Could swipe here, swipe here. This goes down to 2. This would go down to 1. Oh my god, I gotta hurry. Hope I didn't goof this. I probably did.
Golden legendary!
Ah! Another one! Wow! You guys are incredible. But what? You got the special donation, Buzz. You donated more than $5 and activated my trap card. Golden legendary, orange text, And as you saw in the message just now, your packs have been blessed. Wow, guys, that's incredible. Thank you so much, Buzz. I honestly didn't even expect to have any donations. I just set it up because it's there. You guys are all stars. So, frankly, already, just in 20 minutes, I've been convinced to stream on Twitch. Not just because of the donations, but I always thought it wouldn't be fun, and I'd feel just like compelled to talk, compelled to sit around, stick here, and nobody would engage. But even with just 9 viewers, like, I'm already having a ton of fun. And the live interaction is way more enjoyable than I thought. I'm always just kind of tucked away in my room, my office, I should say, making videos, doing my own thing. I always see the comments afterwards, but never feels very interactive. So let's see. Moo just says, oh yeah, okay, wait. I am number 10. I think uploading streams is good because I might miss some streams and have something to watch. Yeah, that's good. I mean, plus just more content a lot of people appreciate, so I like that idea. I tried reloading and it didn't seem to help, but like I said, I'm guessing it isn't your fault. Yeah, Moo, I don't know. Is anybody else having that issue? Moo, do you have that? Oh, Moo, that may be too. Yeah, he says probably just new, not enough viewers yet. Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm not sure about this, but my understanding in the past has been that you had to get a sub button in order to change the video quality. I don't know if that's still true or not, though. So we could Jade Blossom here, but we can't use the hero power very well, even though that would be the most optimal usage here. Could go for the Feral Rage too, but I'm honestly not that threatened by this board. He's out of cards. I think we're fine to just develop. He has a good favorable trade that way. We don't have a swipe to clean it up, but hero power is always there. So just get the biggest stuff on the board that we can. We are blessing your streams. I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. You guys don't have to. Frankly, just watching is support enough. I mean, obviously everything is appreciated. That's amazing. Incredibly appreciated at that. But really just watching and talking to me and leaving comments and hitting the likes buttons and stuff and the follows is that's all dandy to me. This board's actually getting a little nasty now. Let's see. I watch Hot Farm from time to time, and the chat interaction is something he constantly says is the best part of streaming for him. A lot of people care more about viewers, though. Well, I mean, viewers are good, of course, but because more viewers is going to mean more chat interaction. But yes, I mean, it's really awesome so far. And by the way, I love Hot Farm. Hot Farm was one of the first streamers I started watching back in the day. Now, I don't watch him as much anymore, but I always liked Hot Farm a lot. Not that this matters, but... we should have Wild Growth first. I didn't count up my mana. We're going to have extra mana here, so let's just go ahead and Wild Growth, finish it off. But we should have started that way, just in case we had a better line. I don't know that we would have, but just in case. Have we played a Jade Idol yet? I don't think so. We need to keep track of that stuff. Hey, Regis, great to see you. Thanks, man. Thanks, brother Asmodai. Great to see you, man. Great to have you here. Much love. It's fun, man. This is, like I said before, I don't know if you just joined, but this is my first stream ever that's really a real stream. Just testing things out, hanging out, and gotta say, it's going pretty fantastic so far. Having a lot of fun. Not having as much fun playing Jade Druid. It feels like an obligation. I'm just kind of trying to learn the deck and see what it's like. What happened when I looked away? Oh, man, we're falling a little behind. I guess we can trade Mulch, Feral Rage, Jade Idol, but then my hand's pretty much empty. I'd like to be able to Auctioneer, so maybe I just Auctioneer Jade Mulch. Got to develop a little bit of a minion presence here, I think. Aya's great for next turn. That'll be good news. Let's just Mulch and trade. Mulch on a 5/5, I don't know. It's probably worth. There's going to be bigger Jades later, but we're going to lose the game if we don't take the board. So I just want to make a value trade. He's going to be able to kill the Auctioneer anyway. No, the 5/1's too scary. I don't think so. Oh my gosh, I'm already having trouble keeping up with chat. I'm not going to be good at this. I expect no less than 5 legendaries for my Aguro bundle, or else I demand a refund of my donation. That's fine if you demand a refund. I couldn't stop you, I guess. But I hope you get 5 legendaries, man. I hope you get 10. 5 would be what? You get 50 packs, so that'd be about twice as many as you're supposed to get, but certainly within the realm of reason. So that'd be awesome. I'm gonna actually kill this one instead of this one, even though this one has higher attack value, because the Living Roots can clean this up, and the Living Roots can't clean this up. But man, am I almost dead? 5. We're gonna go down to 9. Not quite. This is really good. So I wish you the best of luck, man. Your packs have definitely been blessed. We'll see how it goes. Let me know. Follow up and tell me how many. Maybe I'll just know when you force a refund, if that's something that can happen. Wondering if you tried to use Shaku in a rogue deck centered on thievery. I have not done it specifically on a thieves deck, unless I maybe did a Dexperiment way back in the day. I don't actually remember that. Am I dead? Really? No, I'm not dead. Probably dead soon, though. But I have played, like, the new... It's, I guess I have to Ancient of War here. It's the new Water Rogue deck, essentially, with, like, Finja and Shaku's in that, and some other stealth guys, and the stealth buff guy. And I played Shaku in that, and he's fantastic. Awesome card. Way better than I ever thought he'd be. I haven't, that I remember, done a specific steel-based deck, though, which also sounds pretty cool, honestly. So that would be the next thing I'd try for sure. Now, I know I'm going to waste my Jade cycle here, and we're down to 5 cards, so that's a little risky, but I have to win the game. Because I'm at 2 health, right? And if he gets through this taunt and his weapon... Like, we got to win the game next turn, so we got to develop the body. So, that sounds like a great idea, man. Maybe if there's more Rogue Steel cards in Unguro, we can do that in a Dexperiment. That'll be really fun. Crypt just went live, but why him when there's you? Hey, great question. Oh, he top decked the Hex. No! What? That was his only draw. He had 12 cards, so 1 and 12 for the Hex. He might have had 2, though, so that's a little more likely. Yeah, I mean, Crypt is obviously a legend. I'm not going to badmouth Crypt. Crypt is not my style, though, of people I like to watch, because he's a little saltier, a little more meme-y. I'm not mispronouncing meme. By the way, I'm saying meme-y, meme-ish. So, love Crypt, don't get me wrong. I don't know Crypt or anything, but he seems awesome. I like to watch people who are a little bit more educational and competitive, like Savitz and Tice, those kinds of guys. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. If you're choosing me over Crypt, that is a genuine compliment. Yeah, Ethereal Peddler's awesome. I mean, it's not a card we've seen competitively a lot, but that whole thieving style is pretty fun. I like it in Priest too. It's always a great pleasure to take something of your opponents and use it against them in the most dastardly of ways. So we have the coin, which is always great with the 3 drops necessarily, but we can get Jade Blossom into Jade Blossom pretty quick, I think. I uprooted in frustration against JD a little bit ago. JD? Does that mean Jade? I don't know what that means exactly, but... Yeah, dude, uproots are rare. That's always fun, though. I always love seeing the uproots.
Are you mocking me?
Yeah, while you're reading chat, X. No joke. I gotta get a screen that's a little bit more visible for chat. Maybe I'll put it on my phone so I can look down. I feel really awkward kind of leaning left and right, but like I said, I'm just trying to figure this out, so hopefully that stuff will improve over time. I have another monitor. I'm just looking at a laptop screen, so I have to kind of lean over to see everything. It's a little far away. I have another monitor I'll have to load up, though. I think I need a cable to make that work. What decks do you think we'll see with the new expansion, and what will you be building? May. Oh, Jade Druid. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's right. May is another mispronunciation, certainly, that's worth trying. This is scary, but he can't really utilize it until turn 5 most effectively, I think, with Draconid Operative. So 4 with Twilight Guardian, it's not that good. It just gives it 1 extra attack. It's not a big deal. So I don't have a way to kill it anyway, but I probably wouldn't even if I did. Just want to ramp up because we got IN next turn, which is insane. What decks do I think will be good? Well, I mean, clearly Blizzard is pretty narrowly walking us down a path of decks with all the quests. And, I mean, day 1, everybody's going to be trying every quest deck as soon as they get their first quest card, right? As soon as they get that legendary, whichever one they get. You're going to go build the quest deck, because that's obvious. Blizzard has designed it specifically for that, which is fine. I mean, I like the idea of being a little more creative with decks, so I'll be trying those too, but I want to try some other stuff, of course, as well. But, I mean, Elementals are the other obvious build, particularly, I think, with Shaman. Maybe with Mage, although their Legendary sort of sucks, I think. Pyros doesn't look that good to me. But Shaman's Legendary looks crazy, and some of the support cards Shaman has gotten look crazy too. So, Elemental Shaman is going to be a day one thing for me, for sure. And I suspect it'll be a really popular deck. I think it's going to be the new Dragon archetype, basically. So like Dragon Warrior, but now Elemental Shaman. Priest, Shadow or Death would be bad. It could blow us out a little bit. So we can trade. We'll kill the Bran instead of the Blackwing, just in case he does top deck a Draconid. We can just Feral Rage this too, though, and play the Jade Spirit and just go rolling here. So we have an insane board already. Good stuff in hand. I think we're good to go. Secret Mage for me, gonna make it work. Yeah, that's forgetting the card right now, but we did get that new Secret Synergy card. I talked about it in the review. I can't even think of what it does at this moment, but definitely looks promising. And I wanted to do. Oh, I think I even tried to do a Secret Mage in Mean Streets with the new Cabal Lackey and stuff, like a sort of tempo-oriented Secret Mage. But it didn't really work because I think the problem is that the secrets right now, the secret packages available to Mage just aren't tempo-oriented enough. They don't do enough with the board. Or at least when they do, it's not in a very controllable, predictable way. So like Mirror Entity, for instance, yes, develops you a minion, but it's at the control of your opponent often. So it's a little bit risky to try to make that work. So he didn't death this, so it's probably going to live. I'm just going to go face the rest of this stuff. So yes, Secret Mage could be getting better and better. I think we still need maybe another secret, which I don't know if we'll get, though, unfortunately. 2 mana... Oh, yeah, Archaeologist. That's right. That's the name. 2 mana, 2/3. Draw a secret into your hand. Yeah. That's right. That card looks great. Really, really good. Because it thins out your deck. You can control which secrets specifically you're putting in there, too, so you can get sort of a guaranteed draw. And if you run 2 of those guys, you know, like 85% of the time, you're going to have a good, strong opener with your secret of choice, which is very valuable. I'm just going to keep going board heavy on this guy. Clear his stuff and just pound him. We're so big on minions, and he still hasn't shown a death, and even if he does now, we probably just have lethal with the swipe next turn. Glad to see you streaming, bro. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. First time, but I'm having fun. I'm clearly going to have to make more time for this in the future. It doesn't mean I'm going to cut down on videos. In fact, I have a pretty crazy video schedule planned for post-launch of Unguro. I don't know if it'll hold up, but it's basically 2 videos a day. A lot of deck content and some of the more feature-type top 10 stuff, too. Are you accepting friend requests? Yeah, man. Anybody's always welcome to friend me. Here, I'll put it up here on screen next to my shiny legend number that keeps going down. As long as I have room on the friends list, I'll take friend requests. I just will say that sometimes if you send me a message or whatever, I won't be able to respond because I'm making a video or streaming or whatever it might be. And also sometimes I'm just on my phone because I play actually a lot in bed. The girlfriend wants to watch TV and stuff, and I'm obligated to be there, right? So gotta watch in bed and play Hearthstone sometimes. So either of those cases I won't be able to respond, but I'm happy to take friend requests, and I'll certainly chat whenever I can. Yeah, there was a new secret revealed. It's the one where if they cast a spell, you get the spell for free. I think it's good, but I think it has some problems. I talked about it pretty in depth in my card review if you want to track that down on YouTube. Basically, the idea is that your opponent gets to control how good the secret is and when to use it. Or, excuse me, gets to control their spell and how good their spell is and when they get to use their spell. And you're given a spell that you might not necessarily want or need. And yes, it's going to be free, which is awesome sometimes. Free Siphon Soul. That's amazing. It's just free removal. That would be a big, big win. But other times you're going to get like an Arcane Missiles, and it's like a free Arcane Missiles. Who cares? So the fact that Counterspell, in my opinion, is going to be still better because it removes something that your opponent wants from them, right? Like they wanted to do this specific action and you stole it from them. Of course, they can test for counterspell, and sometimes that doesn't go exactly that way. But theoretically, you're removing a specific action they wanted to accomplish. With this other spell, you're not. They're still getting you to accomplish that action, and then you're just sort of reaping a passive benefit in the future, which may or may not be particularly helpful. So it's a cool effect. It's probably an okay secret, but I don't think it's going to be deck defining or anything. Have you tried Wild? Because wouldn't Mad Scientist generally be better? Oh, he's talking to Brother Asmodai. Mad Scientist could definitely be better. I'm going to play this naked. He's not going to be able to kill it with Jade Lightning. So it takes like Weapon, Lightning Bolt, or Double Lightning Bolt or something. There's a chance it survives. Mad Scientist is obviously a great card, but you could maybe even do both. Yeah, TSH, you got it. Oh, Hex, too, is a good answer, but I don't even mind that. He used it on a 3-5. The Nourish is why I played it. Of course, I wanted to double Nourish there. But we still have a fine hand. We're in a good shape. Played the Drake instead of Nourish because it's just helpful to have initiative on the board. We can always Nourish later if we need to. Yeah, I don't have the Wild collection to compete. It's becoming a burden to build a Wild collection if you didn't already come in with one. Like I was lucky enough to find Hearthstone on Season 2. I started in Season 2. Gosh, that's been almost 2 full years ago at this point, I guess. And I maybe should have ramped last turn instead of played the Drake. Because now I want to ramp, but it's just such an inefficient usage of my mana. I want to save this Drake, I think, for swipes down the road, because swipe with spell damage is just so good against Shaman. So I'm actually going to draw some cards here. It's going to put me at 9 cards, which is a little unfortunate, but maybe I'll get an Innervate and play something. No, it's fine. We have a board still. Yeah, anyway, Wild, I got in early enough that I have a good, solid Wild collection still, which is nice. Guys, I don't know. I'm just going to be frank with you right now. I don't know Twitch icons and emotes and stuff. I watch a lot of Twitch, but I don't engage in chat normally. So you guys are going to have to teach me what different Twitch icons and emotes and stuff mean. I'm just going to be frank with you. I'm not versed on that yet. He already hexed, and I don't think he's going to have it. Even if he does, I don't think losing this blows us out of the game or anything, so we'll be fine to make a recovery on a lot of our removal. So if you're using Twitch emotes and all that stuff, I appreciate the engagement, but I don't know what it means. Like, I don't Franker Z or whatever. I don't know what that is. Kappa. I got Kappa. I know what Kappa is. But that's about as far as it goes. I requested I'm Shiba Cat. Oh, guys, you're all good. I'm going to accept literally everyone that requests. I just didn't see them just yet. So don't worry. I guess let's just go wide on Jades. Do I even want to trade into this? I guess so, because of Flame Tongue. It's not a terrible trade. Are those headphones good? I've seen a lot of ads for them. Well, that's hard for me to answer because when I bought these, they also have a microphone. And by the way, I'm wearing them backwards, but that's because the cord goes to the computer. Anyway, when I got them, the microphone sucked. It was totally broken. Like, it just did not register at all. So that was a bad experience, but I didn't really need the microphone. I have other mics and stuff, so it wasn't that big of a deal that the mic didn't work. This evolved, by the way. But anyway, I contacted the company and was like, hey, the mic sucks. You guys got to give me a new mic. And they offered, so they did right by me on that side of things. So I suspect it was just a defect with my specific set, and all was fine in the world. I haven't even pieced together how I'm going to clean this up yet. I'm just fairly certain that swipe was the right play because it was incredible. So we'll see. Actually, we can do this and keep this alive. So yeah, but anyway, the quality is great. Otherwise, like the feel and the weight And they're the comfiest ear cups I've ever had. Like, they feel great. It doesn't get too hot on my head. Of course, the big fat band on the top kind of messes up my hair a little bit. Which, that's not a big deal. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I like them. I think these are older versions at this point. Like, this is the version 1. I've had these for like a year and a half or 2 years. So there's some newer ones that might be even better. So, yeah, I recommend them with some hesitation. Move 333, yes. The free spell with Antonitis is obviously a great synergy to unlock. Do I just want to Feral Rage that? Probably, yeah. Let's just, let's draw some cards, too. I don't know. I just want to develop a minion. It's the only minion I have in hand. I don't really care about the card draw at this point that much. But we can draw cards. Do I just want to innervate an armor? Yeah, shoot. Let's do it. Who cares? I want to get to a Jade Idol is the real goal. I want to hit at least one Jade Idol here. We haven't yet. We don't have the mana for it now, but that's alright. We have another Auctioneer to kick off that train. How many cards do I have? I feel like I've drawn so many. I'm not used to this deck at all. I'm actually going to kill this just for Flametongue Totem. Am I overdrawing? No. Yeah, Antonitis will be great with that free spell, though. That's a good synergy, right? I started on November 14th, but dusted all my wild because I'm standard mostly. Yeah, brother, that's a reasonable sacrifice to make. Like, I think that's a good decision if that's what you want to do, if you want to play standard. I mean, clearly it is the default method of play, and it's fine. If you're trying to be efficient, if you're working on a limited budget for dust, I think that's the right call. I wouldn't begrudge anyone for that. That said, for me personally, I've been around long enough, I have enough cards that, do these still have the thing? No. So I can trade here. And trade here. Swipe this down. And let's actually play this guy to make Aya better next turn. For me personally, I'm keeping all my wild cards because I want to have a complete collection someday, and I've still got some gaps there. Legit thought here, won't looking back and forth at your other screen get tedious eventually. I'm sure you'll manage, though. Yes, it absolutely will get tedious eventually. I'm going to have to figure out a solution to that. Obviously, that's not a fun experience. It's going to hurt my neck. Oh, God. Oh, God, what happened? We need to win the game. 15, 27, 28 damage. So we're theoretically alive. Can we just go wide and trade with this guy and maybe mulch something big? No, the Sylvanas are just going to eat me alive. I have no way to win. Oh, no. What do I do? I think I waited too long. I forgot this was wild and that crazy things happen. I'll take out the biggest attack thing and just go face, I guess. We're going to lose because those Sylvanas are going to steal my whole board. I don't know what else to do, though. So, yeah, I'll figure out something on chat. I guess I probably need to put it on screen myself somewhere, like an overlay over Hearthstone, but I don't know how to figure that out. Maybe I put it on my phone underneath the screen. I don't know. I'll sort it out, though. I'll figure that out. But you're right. Yeah, an overlay or just moving the screen closer should make chat easier to read. Yeah, man, you got it, too. I love how you think about your actions aloud. Other streamers just do things, and sometimes I don't know why they did it. Yeah, I've noticed that, man. Like, when I first started watching Hearthstone, like Trump back in the day and stuff, and Crip or whoever else, back in the day, like, everybody talked about every play. And I learned so much about Hearthstone. And that was great. Like, I found that so rewarding. But nowadays, I think everybody is just a little bit burned out on the game, or at least the popular streamers, because they play it like 10 hours a day every day. And I think they have a lot of assumptions about what people know and don't know. So they just sort of... This is an active utility. I'm just so dead. Like, I have no way to win. These Sylvanas are crazy. Plus, he probably just has lethal on board. I didn't even count. I think they just get accustomed to people understanding some of the more basic actions in Hearthstone and sort of things. But I like to explain it. Plus, it just helps me to talk through it, too. And make sure I'm checking myself against my own logic. When you hear yourself say things out loud sometimes, it like, helps you understand it better. Like, it helps you process it a little extra, which is always nice. No more Rita. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I heard about Rita Repulsa memes. I saw that in Savitz's chat one day the other day. I'm a big Power Rangers fan. Like, growing up as a kid, I watched Power Rangers, so Rita Repulse is definitely my jam. Why isn't this guy stealing more stuff? He had a chance to steal that minion with Sylvanas. Oh, that's intriguing. Oh, I'm done, so there's absolutely zero way to win with that Sludge Welcher. I thought I could maybe squeeze out some damage on face eventually, but his board is just too nuts. I mean, we'll play it out. I always like to play it out. I don't like to concede. Just see what happens. You never know, but I don't have good hopes. Oh, dude, that looks like the Power Rangers Lightning Bolt silent crits. That's awesome, dude. I hope that's what that is. I'm number 10. I have 53 on Girl Packs ready to open before April 30th. Me too, dude. Yeah, we've gotten 50 from the pre-purchase and 3 from the Tavern Brawls. Stream skipped a bit, suddenly 3 Sylvanas. I feel the exact same way. Wasn't watching. Looking at chat. Look up. Mizoth and 3 Sylvanas. What the heck happened? Yeah, I started Hearthstone at the end of December and I watched Crip and Trump, but I never got better until I watched your vids. 2016. Yeah, appreciate that comment, by the way. I mean, I hope the goal is always, of course, to be helpful and educate people and try to get better myself, you know, so that I can better educate and better teach. Hearthstone is a lot more fun when you're good, right? Like, I'm just killing myself here, guys, with fatigue damage. In case you wonder what on earth is happening. So, yeah, that's the goal, always, to get better. And there's a lot of little things that people just take for granted at this point in Hearthstone. And there's still new players joining the game all the time. So that's why I make my budget decks and go through things in sometimes probably excruciating detail for people who know what's going on. But even then, like, when I'm watching, like, tournaments and pro players stream, 90% of the time I agree with their lines, and I would make the same line as them. But there's also like 10% of the times it's like, that's not what I would have done. And then occasionally I think they're just wrong, like just objectively incorrect because they made a misplay or whatever. But there's that other like 7% of the time where they probably did something and had some sort of insight into future line of play or something about their opponent's deck that I just don't have. And I want to know what it was, right? Like, wait a minute, why did you make that line? And if they're not explaining that in great detail, sometimes it's hard to figure that out. So this is a mage. Who knows what people are playing on Wild Mage, but going to keep the 4-drop just to have something, just in case it's a really fast deck. Maybe we can innovate it out or something. We got the coin too, so could be a turn 3 Jade kickoff. So I appreciate that. I'm glad people appreciate the fact that I go into such detail. It doesn't really get tiresome for me other than just my voice wears out after a while, but hopefully it remains helpful and I keep providing insights. I started Hearthstone during GVG, then left and returned during Whispers of the Old Gods, and only got into competitive by watching your budget Zoo deck, and now Zoolock is my favorite deck. That's awesome to hear, man. I've had a lot of people say the same thing, that my budget decks like got them rolling on the ladder, and they started out ranked 25, play some budget decks, get up to 15, and they like get the itch, right? Like you realize you can do this now. Like you have the skills necessary to rank up, even if you don't have a complete collection, and they just keep rolling from there. And that's like the best story for me to hear. That's so awesome. That's what I want, right? Like I want to help people. That's just cool. I want people to be good at Hearthstone, even if it means I lose to all you guys in the future. If you steal my ladder points, if you send me down, we're still at 1065. But if you make this number grow, I don't care, as long as we're seeing a net benefit, right? Like there's enough pie to go around for everybody. You're not going to steal my slice of the pie. Oh no! This might now be Mirror Entity. Could have been before too. I don't know. Uh-oh. Whoa, I lagged out a little there. It was Mirror Entity. I was like, that's a really long secret delay. I think it was a hiccup, though, in my connection or something.
You want it?
I got rank 15 with your budget mid-range Shaman. Yeah, dude, that's actually one of my favorite ones. I don't know which iteration it was, because I make budget decks basically for each expansion. But I think Shaman can do a lot of good stuff with budget decks. It's surprisingly powerful in what it can accomplish, which I like. So we can clean this up with, I think Living Roots on this has to happen. It just seems so obvious. But we can also Living Roots trade here. That leaves me with 4 mana / 5 mana with coins. So I think we could follow up with a Druid of the Claw. I'm just a little bit worried that this is a counterspell, so I'm going to coin first. Yeah. So now that leaves me in a little bit of a mana deficit without making a trade. So we might just make a trade and develop a minion. Like, I don't like losing my Azure Drake, right? But it's not worth giving up the mulch. And it is worth getting out a 4/6 in turn. So we don't really necessarily need the spell damage immediately. So I basically got 2 extra health, but wasted his counterspell on a coin. Anyway, the mid-range shaman stuff is fun. Like, you can do some cool stuff. Like, Fire Elemental is such a good card. Hex is such a good card, and they're both part of the classic free set. That's, like, enough right there to start a reasonable collection all on its own. Let's get some Jades going. We can Nourish with Fandral maybe on 9. We have Action here, kick off with Living Roots maybe to Jade Idol too. Jade Idol with Fandral would also be nice. Kalinto is explaining a lot of his actions. Yeah, Kalinto probably is one person who has stuck to that, which is nice. I haven't watched Kalinto lately at all. I mean, it's probably been a year since I've watched Kalinto, but I used to enjoy Kalinto quite a bit. Just because he was widely considered the best player in the world for a long time. Do I just mulch this thing? Sacrifice my minions? I mean, this guy's running... No, he's not. He's not running Anomalous. It was created by Unstable Portal. It's just not that much good stuff. I can Nourish first, I guess, see what we get. We could also just leave it, right, and go face. It denies him from creating a board. Let's just do that. We don't have to mulch it right now. This means if he develops a minion, we can just mulch it next turn and kill his stuff. And I got rank 15 with just average decks because my first 2 legendaries were Nat Pagal and Lord Walker Cho. That's awful, dude. That is the worst possible draw, I think, on legendaries, in Classic at least. I don't think I've ever actually opened Nat Pagal or Lord Walker Cho in a pack, surprisingly. So I've been very lucky in that regard. Maybe I have, I don't remember. Had 2 years of classic packs to go through, but I certainly cannot remember it. So I don't even have to mulch this now. He took it down so low for me that I can just kill it. I can't Fandral first, unfortunately, because it'll kill my Fandral. I guess I could just Hero Power. Can I take 8 damage, though? It's a mage, so I'm a little scared to take 8 damage. I don't know what he's going to have rolling, you know? Like, oh, Effigy, shoot. Okay. Not great, but it's going to get a weapon out of it, but that is not at all what I wanted to happen. I can say that for sure. Not paying enough attention to the game. It's hard to play and talk, let me tell you guys right now. 4, 8, 9. Okay, we're good on that regard. What was I talking about? Oh, Lord Walker Cho and Nat Pagal. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Then I got Madame Goya, and then I got Kazakus, finally good one. Yeah, Madame Goya has been in some gimmick decks, but certainly doesn't seem like she's ever going to be a competitively viable card. But yeah, Kazakus, you can't go wrong there. Fantastic card. In fact, I think Kazakus is underrated. A lot of people think like the Reno archetype is going to die when Reno leaves, standard. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Kazakus is good enough to make it stick. He can just be such a swing on the board if you do it right. Like, he's crazy. I'm stuck with Dragon Priest on rank 11. So much Pirate Warriors spanking my ass because I never draw Taunt or Dragons against them. It's a curse. Yeah, man, Pirate Warrior's really good. I played Pirate Warrior too, so I'm guilty as anybody else. What on earth do I want to do here? Swipe? I can't really kill this without hero power, so I need, we have Innervate. Alright, we'll just develop this guy. Is that Mirror Entity again, though? Like, I don't want to give him this Mirror Entity, but I don't have a choice. It's the best minion I've got, so... this could be Counterspell again. Nope. It's probably another Effigy, and I'm going to summon a small dude. Maybe it's Duplicate, who knows. A lot of secrets to go through. Duplicate, yeah. I don't really have a tip for you. I mean, Dragon Warrior, yeah, it's all about drawing the Wormrest Agent, basically, is the greatest way to do it. I mean, throw down that Cleric on 1 anyway. Even if he's going to coin Fire War Axe, it slows him down. It's a heal, basically, and you probably won't need the draw anyway, because you're going to draw as many cards as you're going to draw by the time the game is over, because he's going to kill you if you don't start killing his stuff and absorbing hits. So, But Dragon Priest is still a fine deck. It's lost a little bit of momentum in the last couple weeks, I think, or last week at least at Legend level, but I'm sure it's still more than viable at rank 11 as long as you have a good list. So I wouldn't give up, man. I'd keep grinding it out. You're probably just on a bad run of variants. Things are feeling bad, but they're probably going to turn for the good soon. I feel like I'm just constantly behind in this game. This is risky. He might get his own Fandral, but it's just a 3-5, right? Like, who cares? I'd rather kill that 5-5 because it's annoying. Oh, I wish I could do this too. Can I be greedy and just leave these up? I guess I don't need to. I have Auctioneers to do that later. It's a little bit of overkill, obviously, but I want it dead. It's very synergized with this deck. So yeah, man, keep going with the Dragon Priest. I think you'll do good. I don't know what your goal is for the season as far as ranks are concerned. I mean, rank 11 is already pretty good. But rank 10, I think you probably get a slightly better chest, don't you? So that might be worth it. I got an Alec here from the starter 10-pack thing, the welcome bundle, yeah. That's why I wanted to use Shaman, but I left it out of my deck because I thought it wasn't good. Do you think it's good? Alec here is good as long as you have Flametongue Totem. It's actually a pretty solid card. Let's kick this off with an Innervate. Actually, we might not need to. Let's kick it off with the Jade. We haven't used this yet, right? No, I don't think we've used this yet. We can summon and then shuffle later. This will make the Innervate worth it either way. Oh, that's good. Shuffle that bad boy. We might just go on a train here. No! We might get one more, though. Yeah, Alec here, though, he's fine, man. He's been played competitively. He's a great finisher with Flametongue. An annoying minion to deal with for opponents. As long as your deck is curved correctly. I mean, I wouldn't toss him in an aggro shaman if he's like 3 mana away from the next closest card, you know. He might be a little too slow for that. But otherwise, he's a fine card. Jess Popes. I don't know what that LOL is for, man, but I'm glad you're having fun. Glad you're getting some laughs. I'm a little behind, so it probably was probably the Tyrion. I'm sure it was a reaction to the Tyrion. My first was King Mukla. Could have been worse. Yeah, that's a tough one to use, but certainly no Nat Pagal Lorewalker Cho combo, is it? My first legendary was Norse Dormu, and I used it in every deck of mine until I learned the truth. That's all right, man. That's a common thing for new players, I think. Gosh, this is scary. How many secrets is this guy running? My God. I feel like he's played. Oh, he's got Duplicate. That's why he's played so many of these. It feels like he's played a million of these. Can I afford to just trade and load up Jades? I'm just really scared of Mirror Entity again. If I give him an Aya, though, it's really not that good because he's only going to get like a 1/1 out of the back end. I guess I could do this first, though. Yeah, that's better. Proc the Mirror Entity there. It's an easier trade. Potion of Polymorph. Wow, thank God I didn't play Aya first. Jeez. So we're going to win the game now. The only risk we have is him having lethal. Like a double fireball is obviously lethal, so... Oh, but instead we win. Cool. It was for the Tyrion. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, dude, Nose Dormu has made an impact recently in competitive scene, though. I feel like I saw him in a tournament or something in Dragon Priest. Like, a lot of people will pick him in Dragon Priest. Somebody just opened a legendary on my friends list. I don't know if it's one of you guys or not, but if it is, grats. In Dragon Priest, like, it can be a surprise play where you throw him down and your opponent's, taking a drink or hitting the bathroom real fast in between turns, and suddenly they come back and the game is over because Stormu trolled them. And he also, I think he's caused life coach problems in the past, which was funny. I just want to get rank 10, I guess. It's my first month of Hearthstone. I started with Jade Druid and then Jade Shaman and now Dragon Priest. I don't know if I should cut Cabal Songstealer. Sometimes it's so useless. Sometimes it's so godly against Aya Blackpaw. Yeah, I mean, most people probably aren't running Songstealer in Dragon Priest. But I think it's a fine card. I mean, obviously like good stats for its cost. Great effect when it works. It's probably dead against Pirates, though. If that's your thing you're having the most problems with, I don't see how it would help on Pirates. I guess theoretically it would help with Frothing Berserkers, but it's a little late in the curve for that. Those are usually coming down on 3, right? And even then, it's probably taken like a 5/4 into a 2/4, so it's like a -3 attack effect. I mean, it's good, but not crazy. So, yeah, I mean, if there's an alternative, I don't know what your list looks like otherwise, but that could be a replacement that helps you get over rank 10. And by the way, grats on rank 10. If you said it's your first month and you hit rank 10, that's awesome. That's really good. Like, I don't think I hit rank 10 for 3 or 4 months. Of course, that was a different era back then, but that's really, really good, dude. You're on a great track. It's a secret how many secrets he runs. I like that. Yeah, it seems that way. My first legendary is King Crush. Yeah, that's seemingly a pretty common first legendary. I wanted to play the Drake, but that thing makes it nasty. Looks like I don't know what this is about. Why are you running Jungle Panther? Beast Stealth Warrior. That's weird. I don't know what that's for, but we'll find out, I guess. I like one Silence deck. I run one Earth Shock in my Shaman deck. Yeah, I mean, Silence has sort of fallen to the wayside lately, it seems. And I don't really know why that is. It used to be common with Ironbeak Owl back in the day when Ironbeak Owl was cheaper. When Ironbeak Owl got nerfed to 3 mana, it fell out. But it was in so many decks. And we just really haven't seen Silence since then. But I think Silence is going to be better than ever with a lot of the stuff coming out in Aguro. So that may come back. That may come back big. So keep those Silence cards around, guys. My first legendary was Herald Volage. Yeah, Old Herald. I like to call him Old Herald. Like he's got the name Herald. I think it's funny. And I didn't even know it was a legendary. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, gosh, I remember so fondly back in the day playing Hearthstone. Like the first few days or whatever of Hearthstone are so crazy. Let's see, it's 6, 9. No, we can't innervate and Living Root, so this will have to live if I do that. I can play the Auctioneer out there. But I have to draw, right? Like, I have to draw, so we'll just see what happens. Another Innervate would be sick, but I don't think we'll get it. This doesn't help either. So we have to leave that. He might be able to kill my Auctioneer, but it's going to take something extra, not just the minion at the very least. How often do you play Arena? Well, that really just varies by season. I don't mean season in the game, I just mean like... it's variable. Sometimes a lot, and sometimes not at all. Lately, I've been saving all my gold for Unguro packs and stuff. I have like 1,500 gold now. But often, if I get frustrated on ladder or bored on ladder, or just not feeling like ladder at the moment, I'll hop over to Arena. I don't have problems with that at all. What is this summoning? Just a 2/2 at this point? My God, that's terrible. Ugh, I don't think I can do it yet. Yeah, but I might need to make this better. It's not going to do much, but it might set up a trade. And he's getting low on health, so just that little ping damage might make a difference. But yeah, it varies. I went through a phase like a month ago where I was playing like 2 runs a day. And usually I make my gold back. I don't average 7 wins, certainly, but probably average 5.7 to 6.2 or something like that, the times I've tested it in the past. So, essentially, not 150 gold back every time, but enough of those 7 wins and 10 win runs where I can pretty much cycle almost indefinitely with my Arena runs, which is nice, obviously. I could pre-attack. Oh, I don't need to pre-attack it. It's going down. Never mind. Thinking I had 4 health and I could pre-attack to set up a trade. But yeah, I like Arena a lot. I mean, I haven't been playing as much since the changes where it went to only standard format and stuff. So I don't really know how that feels just yet. I've probably only done 3 or 4 runs since then. But I did a bunch of Arena runs on my YouTube channel in the past. Probably like 6 months ago, something like that. So if you want to check out me playing Arena, you can go find those. It's called Advice Arena. There's a different deck name for each one, so different series of Arena runs, basically. That has to feel pretty bad for him to send that charger and that thing in. Yeah, he's just going to concede because that felt terrible, I'm sure. But I don't know if I'm going to do more Arena runs. I might do it on stream here on Twitch, but I don't think I'm going to make any more YouTube videos. They just weren't that popular at the time. Like, some people loved them, but they got like a 5th as many views as constructed type decks or feature type videos, top 10s and stuff. So, I think I just answered your question, Jess. Yeah, I'm not opposed to streaming Arena at all. I want to read up a little bit more on drafting and stuff, though, just because I'm not quite as versed in the new standard format era, so I need to educate myself a little bit before I try to educate others. It's really important to me to give good info, not biased personal info. What do I think about the new Druid Legendary they revealed? I don't know yet, man. I haven't reviewed it yet. I was going to review them today maybe, but there's only like 2 cards I hadn't reviewed out, so I don't want to do a review on just 2 cards. So I'll chunk that one into tomorrow's review with all the new dump tomorrow in the card reveal stream. So I guess my first impressions is this probably just too slow. The kinds of cards like that are big need to have something that forces their opponent's hand. So Taunt, for instance, is a great example with like Sogoth. Is another card that's kind of similar. So if that was a 12/12 Taunt for 10 mana, that'd be nuts, right? That'd be crazy good. But just throwing down a 12/12 like that, regardless of whether your opponent can kill it or not, sometimes they just don't have to, right? Sometimes they can put little taunts in the way. Like imagine playing that against a Shaman and then they cast Feral Spirit. I don't know what's happening. I should be in my game by now. This is scary. I hope my internet's still working. Yeah, it's fine. This might get lost, but so Feral Spirits. What's it gonna do? It can't attack. Like maybe you draw some clear for the Feral Spirits you get to go face, but if not, you're just kind of stuck there with a huge minion that can't do anything. So your opponent wouldn't even have to kill it necessarily. It's great against stuff like Hex and Polymorph because they can't target it. But it's also bad against things like Big Game Hunter and the new Rogue minion that has the Battle Cry that destroys a minion. So those are some obvious counters that could come out if it becomes popular. But ultimately, I don't know, it could be in a Beast Druid. Like, obviously that into Menagerie Warden would be stupid good, but that's a really slow play. Even if you, like, double Innervate out the new card, I think it's Tarantus or whatever his name is, I don't even know if that's fast enough. A turn 6, 12/12 is certainly good, but if your opponent is playing a fast deck at all, whether it be Pirates or anything else. I don't know what's happening, guys. I think our opponent didn't show up to the game and it's going to say you won your match. Yeah, we just heard some sounds. I'll take a free win. So, yes, cool idea for a card. I love big minion Druid, like Ramp Druid with the giant minions is one of my favorite things to play. I hate Jade Druid, for the record. Just playing it out of obligation, I think. But, so I'm going to try it like everybody else, right? But I suspect it'll actually suck. What is your favorite card? Mine is Argent Squire. That's a cool favorite card. That's not one you would expect to be somebody's favorite card. Like, that's funny. I like it though. It's cool. I mean, it's a nice little card. High value 1-drop. It's like that kind of card that somehow always finds its way into decks. It's like people need a 1-drop, they want something early. Let's play Argent Squire. It's been a surprisingly resilient card in the meta. Like, it's popping up in Rogue now, today, which is cool. So that's a cool favorite card. As far as my favorite card, I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to say the old Ancient of Lore. So Ancient of Lore pre-nerf was my favorite card. I love, like I said just a second ago, Ramp Druid was awesome. And that card was just so much value packed into it. 5/5 body, draw 2 cards was insane. It always felt great to play it, and I love the artwork. It has my favorite artwork in the game. That really peaceful looking tree in the orange forest. It looks like kind of fall themed. That's so cool. I always adored that. Oh, I thought I had 5, but that was afterwards. So what does this guy do? Give a random friendly minion +1/+1. I don't care about that. So Ancient of Lore, both for the art and for the effect and for the class. But clearly that got nerfed and now nobody plays it because it sucks. It's like a terrible Azure Drake at this point. So I kind of lost my favorite card there. Other than that, what's my favorite card? Man, I don't know. That's a really tough question to answer. We'll just throw some minions out there, get the Ancient next turn. Favorite minion? Oh, I'd have to look at a list of cards to really say for sure. There's a lot, man. I just like a lot of cards. I know I'm kind of cheating, but I gave you an answer of the Ancient of Lore. My favorite card is Master of Evolution. That's another cool favorite card, man. Not a card you see a ton of, but I like that card. I think it's severely underrated, and Not that it hasn't been played, because it does show up in sort of those evolved decks, but I think that's a card that's going to show up even more. Like, I think we're going to find more ways to play that card. Man, Azure Drake Swipe is kind of enticing, isn't it? It doesn't really help me get through the Deathlord, but it cleans up the rest of the board. The thing is, like, Swipe does too. Just Swipe Hero Power cleans up the board. So I guess there's no reason to really Azure Drake, other than just to get the body out. Let's see what we get off the Deathlord. That might change our line, right? Yeah, that's not bad. It's a 4/4 for free. We'll just Hero Power and clean it up. Be done with it. Yeah, so Master of Evolution, it seems awesome. Gets poisoned. I'm guessing that's in reference to the Druid Legendary. Yes, that's another susceptibility of the Druid Legendary for sure. My favorite's Hobgoblin. Another cool favorite card. Not one we ever see anymore in standard format, but Hobgoblin decks were crazy. I saw a couple halfway decent ones, and that's a really neat mechanic. Just building out your deck in such a specific way that's rewarded like that is really cool. Do we have to kill this, or can we just go wide? I guess we can kill it with Living Roots without really sacrificing much. Just preserves our 3/6. Yes, you can just silence him and hex him, for example. Comparing it to N'Zoth or Tyrion is really bad for the mana cost. Yeah, it's certainly not as good as N'Zoth or Tyrion. I mean, good lord, it's far worse. Like I said, I don't think it's good. I think it's going to suck. I think it's going to be forgotten pretty quickly. Plus, I don't know if it's just me, but the artwork on the new Druid Legendary, it just seems so flat for Hearthstone. Like, it looked like something you'd find in like an encyclopedia reference of dinosaurs. Like it looked like something you'd see on Wikipedia, not Hearthstone. Like, it wasn't cute or colorful or dynamic. It just looked like a real dinosaur. I thought it kind of sucked. No offense to the artists or anything. I know people work hard on creating this game's art and stuff. I don't mean to dog anybody, but I guess we'll just clear here. Go face. We got so much damage on board. I didn't use the Jade because just theoretically, if somehow I got some sort of spell or minion that returned my minion to my hand, the Druid of the Claw would theoretically be more valuable than a Jade in hand. So, really unusual thing to think about that will never matter, but could theoretically matter. So yeah, we just have obvious lethal here. You're excited about the Warrior quest that will be something like summon 7 minions with Taunt. Something hopefully they will nerf Jade Idol and Control Warrior can start a comeback. Yeah, man, I miss Control Warrior. I love Control Warrior. Like, Cthulhu Warrior, when that was a thing, was one of my favorite decks to play. It was so intense, so long. You'd have like 40-minute matchups, no joke, where you're just armoring up because you got to get that opportunity cost value in. And you're like doing stuff like shield slamming your own Cthulhu when you played it because you got to kill it. Otherwise, they're going to steal it with their Sylvanas. It was just like this chess match that was so much fun. But I played Control Warrior before that too, just more standard Wallet Warrior as they used to call it, with a lot of legendaries and stuff. So yeah, I hate the way that Jade Druid has basically stymied all other control decks. I mean, there's no other way to play control. You gotta, if you're gonna go control, you basically auto lose to Jade, or 80% of the time or something. I should have kept Jade Blossom. I wasn't even thinking. I was just clicking. Like, I didn't even look at the cards, so I'm talking too much. But yeah, I should have kept the Jade Blossom there. You want to keep the ramp, obviously, in the opening hand. It took me a while to realize that the Happy New Year emotes are about Year of the Mammoth and not about the new year in real life. Felt so silly when I realized. Dude, me too. Don't feel bad. I saw other people doing that today. Savitz today was doing the same thing. He was like, Happy New Year. Is this bugged? What's going on? Man, Innervate Jade Blossom would sure be a great play, wouldn't it, Regis? Whoops. I could actually double Innervate the Azure Drake against a Priest. It's a pretty good play. Let's just do it. Let's just Innervate coin Azure Drake here. That saves me one Innervate for something else next turn if I need it. I once got Confessor Paletrus when evolving a Fire Elemental with Master of Evolution. That is the dream, right? Confessor Paletrus is an awesome card. I'm going to miss her too, frankly. What an awesome card. I mean, obviously we can kill that, and we should, because the 4/4 is really good against Priest. I just wish I could also Jade Blossom. I don't know if it's worth the Innervate or not. Would take me to 5 mana. I don't really think it'd help much, because we got a 6 mana card. So we'll just Hero Power instead. It's fine. We've got a 4/4 out there, so we're happy. It's not just me. Yeah, dude, definitely not just you. It was confusing to everybody. Do you think the Warrior Quest would be gain X armor and get Muradin, or some other iconic warrior in WoW and gain 100 armor? God, I hope so. That'd be amazing to get 100 armor, dude. That's always my dream, is to get like ridiculous amounts of armor as warrior. That's the most fun thing in the world. So I hope so. I hope it's like Muradin too. That'd be awesome, dude. I love WoW lore, World of Warcraft lore. It's one of the things that got me into Hearthstone, obviously. So that would be incredible to me. Should I ramp? We'll go to 6 for the Jade Behemoth. We'll summon a 1/1 to kick off the Jade train. Can make a bad trade here. I guess it's fine. We'll just ramp. Gotta make the bad trade because the effect is too good against my 1/1s, and it could set up the trade on the Azure Drake. Because if he casts any spell, right, he's going to kill this and take this to 3, which means he can trade into it. I have the Holy Nova anyway, but that's fine. We're just going to reload. This is bad against Shadow Word Pain, obviously, and the Dragon. But you got to play him eventually. So it's going to happen. If Priest has it, they have it. You just got to keep rolling through it. I don't know. I think the Warrior Quest is probably going to be the taunt thing that somebody else mentioned before, or maybe it was you that mentioned it. Because Blizzard is really trying to force Taunt Warrior on us, right? They want Warriors to be the Taunt class. We'll just innervate the swipe here. It lines up too nicely to pass up, and we develop the Azure Drake too. So I think it'll be taunt-based, and you'll get some crazy taunt minion. Who knows, though, what that means. Maybe not a taunt minion, but something like all your minions have taunt for the rest of the game. Like, that's what I think it'll be. I think it'll be summon 6 taunts, and all your minions will have taunt for the rest of the game. That's what I think it'll be. That's my guess. I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning. I just love Renounce. Hope that every class gets access to that card. It's just so much fun. Renounce. Oh, Renounce Hope. Which one's Renounce Hope? What is Renounce Hope? I don't remember that. Oh, no. You're saying you love Renounce Warlock. And you hope that every class gets access to that card? Fill me in, Leo. I'm having trouble understanding what you mean, man. I might be forgetting something obvious. Probably the case, actually. I'm a little sure of it. I'm going to give this guy health because I don't care about it because it's a 1-attack minion. I just want to get the 3-attack minion off the board to prevent trading into all my 3 health stuff. Obviously, you can trade this way, but we can clean that up later. It's no big deal. I'm really bad at remembering card names of new expansions, by the way. Like, it takes me forever to actually do that, so... Oh, yeah. Renounce Darkness, the Warlock card. Okay. Yeah, we got you. We're on the same page. What? That's annoying. So this guy's going to die no matter what, and this guy's going to die no matter what, so it don't really matter how I trade them. They're both just dead. Everything else is going to live. My hand is just garbage, though. Absolute garbage. This is the most garbage hand in history. I have nothing to do. I'm going to hero power. I mean, we could preload one of these for armor, but it's a priest, so I'm not worried about my health. I think the attack is going to be more valuable to use on a minion specifically, not his face. Plus his burst damage if we kill him, which we're actually positioned to kill him next turn with 8, 9, plus 8 is 17, and he's going to be at 17, right? Like, I think we might just be able to kill him here. That's 8. This is 8, is 16, 17. Yeah, that was right. Druid's crazy. We're rolling through this. Like, this is not even a wild deck. This is just a standard deck. I don't even have Wraths in this deck, by the way. I should mention that. I just built this deck. I didn't look at a list or anything. I just went and I was like, what do J Druids play? And I like went through the list and clicked cards here and there. I don't even have a Wrath. That's how confident I am in this deck ranking up. I'm missing an incredibly key card. No, autocorrect, man. You can never go right with autocorrect. Autocorrect is brutal. Man, I have 20 viewers right now, it says. That's a lot, guys. If you're new, that's like 10 new people. Chime in. Let's hear what you got to say in chat. Just to update you, I'm just testing out. I'm not necessarily committing to streams or anything yet, particularly not stream times. Just getting a feel for things, having some fun, talking to people. But I'm definitely encouraged to continue streaming. This has been a great experience so far. So on that note, let me just say, like, obviously this time is good for you guys for streaming because you're here and you're watching. Like, I know that. But I don't really know that this would be the time I'd stream. There's a couple factors that go into that. I mean, I work during the day. I actually work from home, so I'm flexible in that regard to some extent. But, basically 9 to 5, I'm otherwise engaged most of the time. At least engaged enough that I certainly can't stream. So there's a couple options. I was thinking actually early morning works really well for me. I have a girlfriend that she's a nurse. She works 12-hour shifts and stuff. So like right now she's at work, and that's why I'm able to do this, is because she's not keeping me otherwise occupied. So that would happen from time to time where I just have, like, she's either asleep because she works early or is at working night shift. So like these sort of surprise streams. But as far as a consistent schedule, I really want to develop it like at least 3 days where I really consistently play for a few hours. So I don't know when that's going to be yet. Like maybe this late. Like I'll just send her to bed and go do my thing. She's really cool and supportive of the whole thing. I'm not trying to push it off on her. Certainly not. She loves RegisKillbin. She thinks it's great. Just trying to still accommodate her and keep her happy, right? And spend time together and all that fun stuff. So I don't know yet. I'm still piecing that all together. We'll just have to see how it goes. How long do I plan on streaming? Tonight? I don't know. It's been an hour and 20 minutes already. Good. I can't believe that. That's crazy. It does not feel like that. So there were two options, right? There was Aya and there was Jade Behemoth. The problem with Jade Behemoth is that it doesn't kill the Sludge Belcher. Now, I know Aya dies to the Sludge Belcher, but at least she trades evenly into it. And her dying is actually a good thing, right? Because we get our other Jade back. So that's something we eventually want to happen. The Jade Behemoth doesn't actually kill anything. It doesn't accomplish anything. So this minion becomes a threat in future turns with its 3 attack. We want this to go down to the 1-2 because that's less threatening, right? So we'll just see how it goes, particularly when we're going to get a 2-attack minion back that trades into the second half of the Sludge Belcher really cleanly. Now, that doesn't account for his turn, but still, I think I like Aya better here than the Jade Behemoth. Plus, it's just 2 Jades as well, which ramps up our trades even faster. But anyway, I don't know. I'm happy to stream another hour or two. I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm going to have to take a potty break soon, but I don't have any reason to stop right away. Leo, I need to sleep now. I'm from Germany. It's 6 a.m. now. Oh my god, you've been up till 6? That's awesome. And by the way, it's super awesome that got folks from Germany hanging out. That's really, really cool, man. Happy to be international. That's awesome. Thanks for the entertainment. Oh, you're welcome, man. Thanks for the entertainment on your end. Like, you've been keeping me really engaged, and it's been a lot of fun. So, thanks for swinging by. Happy to have you. Catch me next time. I'll be posting on Twitter when I go live. Actually, I should have done that now. What am I doing? I'm going to do that now. Come hang out. Let me find... What on earth is the link? Oh, man. But anyway, I'll be posting this stuff on Twitter in the future and let you know when I'm going live. So follow me on Twitter if you're not already. That's not a shout out or a pitch or whatever. That's just gonna be convenient. Oh, I'm all backwards. I tweet a fair bit. I'm not a huge Twitter guy, but it has been pretty convenient. Spell power swipe is, I guess it's not bad. It doesn't really deal with the piloted shredder like I want, but it gets it started. We can make trades with the 2-1 and stuff. Something for 1 mana would be nice, but we didn't get it. Let's go this way. This is probably going to leave everything with the most amount of health, right? Like, we could have arguably left this with more health since it's taunt and slightly more valuable, but I don't mind. I want things to be... With Druid, like, you want to avoid stuff hitting 1 health in particular. And this would be dead if we traded the other way, because it would have had to trade into a 3-2, so I think we made the trade correctly. That's scary. I mean, we can just kill it with what's on board though, and Fandral Nourish, maybe play something. So let's Fandral Nourish and see what we get. I don't know of anything that would actually help. Living Roots maybe. Nothing good. That's all right. We're fine. We've got a board. He may not be able to kill this. Might be challenging. He swiped already, I think. I'm not paying a ton of attention. Yeah, bye-bye, Leyu, man. It was fun. I only watch streams at night, except on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, I would imagine that's the case for a lot of people. People work during the day, you know, so it feels like... oh, interesting. That's a cool play. It feels like that's probably a pretty common thing. That's a good note to keep in mind for me, by the way. Like, that can definitely help me pick when to stream. It's a good thing to have in the back of my mind. I wonder how high I'm going to get on Wild Ladder. Like, could I hit Legend? It's possible, obviously. I've never done it on Wild. I don't know what it gets like in the high ranks. I imagine there's some pretty crazy Wild decks out there. Oh, that's not that good, really, against this. Particularly if it misses. If it hits my face or Fandral, yeah, we'll just trade. Like, that's awesome for me. We're just going to get to go super wide on Jades now. And just kill his Rag. Goodbye, I need to sleep. Night, man. Much love from Regis here. Appreciate you hanging out. I guess it's getting pretty late, especially for East Coasters, but I stay up pretty late. I don't typically sleep a ton. I keep very busy at work and then keep very busy with Regis and still find time to play games too, so it's certainly fun. I'm not complaining. I just never find a ton of time to work. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this auction here. We've got so many low-cost things. We might be able to cycle into some Jades and stuff. What do we want to... I don't even know here. What do we want to do? I don't even know what's right here. This might look a little funny, but I'm actually going to trade this into the Barnes instead of the 4/4. Just like I said before, 1 health against a Druid is fairly susceptible. Plus, I actually kind of want stuff to be... Actually, I maybe should have just Living Roots it again. Since I've actually... But no, that's fine. 1 health against a Druid is far more susceptible than 2 because of swipe. So I want to keep everything a little more topped off there in that regard. Yeah, I gotta figure out a solution for this darn chat. My neck is gonna be sore tomorrow. Ah, looky there! Benefits of the swipe revealed. We made the right call. Oh, you got the worst one because it's a 1 health one. I can just Hero Power or Living Roots that down. Totally fine. We have enough health because we have Feral Rages and stuff to rely on. We're just gonna win this game. It's basically over at this point. He doesn't have enough cards. Unless maybe he top decks Nourish and it's something amazing, but I don't know how he ever catches up on board because Druids just don't have efficient enough board removal for that kind of stuff. There's no Twisting Nether in his deck, right? I don't... He might be holding on to something. Like, what could he be holding on to? Living Roots, but it doesn't help anything. He might have just forgotten that his turn was up also. That's another possibility. I think that ends the game, boys. I don't think Druid can handle that. Surprised there hasn't been a Dr. Boom yet. Yeah, me too. I played this earlier a little bit today and saw 1. Kind of forgot that card existed. I mean, I obviously remember it, but I looked up and I was like, that's a flash from the past, right? Like, whoa, crap! I wasn't expecting that. I forgot he ran all those death rattles. So I gotta figure out a way to piece through this to kill him. I mean, almost certainly we have it here. Just because we have so much damage on board. Yeah, we've got it easy. By it, I mean lethal. Just ignore the Sylvanas. We've got so much damage. I think we had 23 damage or something like that. It's strange to think that Dr. Boom isn't even considered that strong anymore. Yeah, I mean that's I don't play enough Wild to say that definitively. I don't know what the Wild meta looks like around Dr. Boom, but I mean yes, in the scheme of things, when you've got 4 mana 7/7s coming out and stuff, and just other ridiculous cards like all the Jades, the Jade Train that we're experiencing live right now. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think Dr. Boom's that good anymore. I mean, clearly still a strong card. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's auto-include in a lot of Jade decks, but it used to be the end-all be-all of cards. Like Dr. Boom was game-winning half the time you played him. Yeah, I'm number 10. I noticed, man. You had it right the first time, I think. Perfect grammar and everything. And then you kept trying to fix it, and it got worse every time. So I was a little bit confused, but it's pretty funny to see. It's a pretty trash hand. Hopefully he's Warlock, and we have some... I know he's Warlock. Hopefully he's some sort of slow lock. Arena lock. Control variant thereof, so that we have some time to get into this stuff, because we don't have much ramp happening. Ramp is really king, even in Jade Druid. I mean, I guess you can take it even further than that and say that ramp is key in Druid. It's been a major part of the class in virtually every archetype except Egg Druid or fast Beast Druids we've seen from time to time. This is not... we don't have to play this. We don't need 1/1s on the board. It's not Pirates. It's not Zoo. So we'll just hold on to this for some value later on. Ooh, that's annoying. I guess we can mulch already. Mulch is only... He can't play the Mountain Giant next turn because he doesn't have enough cards in hand. So I guess we'll mulch. We could start rolling the Jades, but we don't have a turn 5 for that. So I want to have a clean Nourish next turn, hopefully. Hopefully he just has sort of a dead turn 4. We'll see. He might play Refreshment Vendor or something of the sort. Maybe Piloted Shredder if that's a thing in Wild. I thought he didn't have enough cards for Mountain Giant on 4. Oh, I'm dumb. Mulch gave him enough cards. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. That's alright. It's not the first time that's happened. I've been dumb a lot in my life. That's so funny that Mulch activated the Mountain Giant. Man, miscalculation to the max. Guess I'll save it. I can Aya Living Roots or Jade Living Roots next turn. So I don't need to just throw it on this minion or anything right now. But yeah, number 10, I'm a grammar fiend as well. Like, it's really important to me to get grammar well, so to get grammar right. Misspoke right then in my example. So I feel you, dude. Don't feel bad. This is bad news, guys. We're losing really bad. I guess we'll Aya here. Just our Jades are too small. We could taunt right to like deny this damage. That's the first thing I went to. I thought, oh well, Jade Behemoth, slow him down. But ultimately, we have to be able to kill this, and this is a higher attack minion, so on the chance that it survives, it can make the trade easier. Also, it gets more Jades out faster. We kind of already talked about this in the previous game. So the Jade it drops might give me a chance to kill this, but right now I'm just kind of stuck. I kind of want to just play this for 2 1/1s. He already Mortal Coiled, so that's not going to be a thing. It's bad against AoE removal, but unless he does exactly Shadow Flame, like the other kinds of AoE at least hurt his guy too. So if this elicits an AoE, like Hellfire for instance, Hellfire is going to hurt this as well, which could help me kill it too. So I think there's some sort of benefit. Man, I'm watching these viewer numbers go up and down. I think there's like already botters and stuff hitting me because we went from like 20 to 8 instantly, and the 20 seemed totally arbitrary. I've been like 10 the whole time. It jumped to 20, dropped back to 8. Like there's some sort of weird view system here. Oh man, 5 damage on that's all I can accomplish. Our hand is just so dead. The mulch basically was back-breaking to some extent. We'll trade these in while we can, because otherwise they might die to AoE. We want to make sure we get that damage converted. How do you get better at predicting your opponent's next play? Well, That's a great question, honestly, because that's a really key skill to be good at Hearthstone, I think, is understanding what's likely to happen. So there's a couple routes to that. I think I would suggest. Number one is you have to know popular meta decks, because if you don't know what cards are in the deck, you're never going to predict what cards are going to play. So intense game knowledge and familiarity with what's out there and what's most likely to be seen is vital. Step number one. Beyond that, I had like 3 things in my head, and then when I started talking about the first one, I lost the other ones. I know. The next step of that is sort of the same thing, but a level beyond that, is you have to play the decks. That's actually why I'm playing Jade Druid right now, is because I felt like I didn't really understand what Jade Druid had available to it in games, and never really felt like I knew how it worked. So I'm playing Jade Druid, even on Wild, just to get a feel for like how things work, and like when you're incentivized to make certain plays, and just the feel of the deck. So I know that's not an option to everybody, especially if you don't have a full collection. You can't just go test like every deck out there. What an interesting play. Oh, he had Brand. It's lethal. Oh, never mind. Great play. I didn't realize the Brand was going to kill me there. So, getting experience firsthand with the deck can really help you understand your opponent's line of thinking and what they're expecting to do next. And then finally, this one's really more about just, I think, loads of experience in Hearthstone. Is just trying to read the situation of the game and kind of think about what your opponent's goals are for any given turn. So, for instance, this is hard to explain, but are they trying to develop minions? Are they trying to draw cards? Like, for instance, if they're low on resources, if they have 2 cards, their incentive might be to draw cards. So if you're playing against a Druid who unloaded his hand early and he had a lot of ramp, but he's light on cards, and you're going into turn 5, there's a good chance he might Nourish, and there's a good chance he might Azure Drake. You're less likely to see a Druid of the Claw, because he cares more about card draw. And if he has both options in hand, he's going to play the card draw as opposed to the Druid of the Claw. Now, that's an average. I mean, obviously sometimes Druid of the Claw is going to be the only thing he has, but Hearthstone, of course, is a game of averages in the long run. So if you get the prediction right 6 times out of 10 instead of 4 times out of 10, that's going to increase your win percentage theoretically, by a few percentage points over the course of 100 games. So you don't have to predict correctly every time. You just have to predict it correctly every once in a while, and it makes the difference. So, for instance, if you know he's likely to play an Azure Drake instead of a Druid of the Claw, you don't need a 6-attack minion on the board or whatever. I'm just making up numbers and examples, right? But you can essentially play around that to some extent. So think about your opponent's goals. Think about what they're seeing from you. Like, the clues that you're giving out can say a lot too and can influence their plays. So, I don't know if that made sense, if that was helpful. Sort of just kind of have to get an instinct for it and play a lot of Hearthstone to do it. I should have innervated the Jade Blossom, I think, but I'm actually okay that I didn't. The innervate might be important against Hunter, because I'll say that. The difference between ramp and innervate is, like Wild Growth ramp and Jade Blossom ramp versus innervate, is that against faster decks, more aggressive decks, innervate's usually going to be better because it allows you to make an immediately good play. The ramp is going to be better against slower decks because it allows you to make great plays over the course of the next few turns. Now I kind of regret my choices. I'm still going to hold the innervate. We might be able to innervate out like an Ancient of War or something. The Wild Growth is fine too. We could have innovated Wild Growth, but that would have put us on 6, and I don't really have a way to take advantage of 6. 5, we can do Living Roots, Fandral already, so it didn't really seem to help much. How long have you been playing Hearthstone? Since Season 2 of Hearthstone, so that was, I think that was May of 2015? Not totally sure that's right, but something around there. Basically May of 2015. We're going to float a mana here. We can't really do much with the Living Roots. It doesn't help. It theoretically sets up a trade from the 2-4 into the 2-2, but who cares about that? He's got the weapon anyway, so he's going to kill that with the weapon, not the 2-4. And again, it's just great to get out there as fast as you can. So yeah, I think that's May of 2015. I'm not sure that's right. It might be 2014. No, I think it's 2015. I think it's almost 2 years exactly. This is turning into a Q&A stream, lol. Yeah, I mean, isn't that what streams are for? I don't... I guess I like answering questions. If you guys got them, I'm happy to talk. A lot of this stuff, by the way, is things I've thought about for videos on YouTube, and some of it I've been turning around in my head already, so it's going to be good to inspire and guide future YouTube videos, certainly. What is this secret? It doesn't even matter. I'm going to Living Roots that down, and Jade Idol, so... Pretty good Fandral turn for turn 6, honestly. Well, that's actually pretty good against Fandral, but he may not be able to kill it. He doesn't have a ping effect for Hunter naturally, plus we just got a good board of stuff out. Oh, Unleash the Hounds would be pretty good, I guess. He'd get a clean kill on 3 of my guys. Yeah, I feel like enough streamers don't just Q&A, though. I mean, I want to make sure I give the game itself adequate coverage, right? But... that's not a very clean kill. That feels pretty good. Even if it is Fandral, like, I'm not too upset about that. This is not a perfect usage of my mana, but you know what? Summoning a 5/5 and hero powering for, 7 mana, essentially, because I floated 4. Still, that's not too bad. I'm okay with that. Essentially, I got like a 5/5 for 5, right? So I'm okay with that. So it looks like I got 12 viewers right now. I'm curious if you guys are seeing the same thing on your end, but that's what it's showing me. But I'm only talking to 1. Number 10 is keeping me engaged. I'm not complaining. You're giving me some great questions, Number 10, but I'd be happy to hear from other people if they want to chime in too. So this is interesting. A lot of people, they see a high main and they're like, oh my god, I've got to kill this Savannah high main. Like, a lot of newer players in particular that are focused on board control, and they hear that board control is a good thing. They want to clear every minion off the board. But, I mean, look at the situation we're in. We were able to pump in 10 damage. He's got a monster board to clear. Like, sometimes you just turn the corner and you punch face. You got to recognize when it's time to win the game instead of control the board. I actually made that mistake myself earlier today in a game. I don't remember what I was playing, but I, made some trades. I was like, oh, such a clean trade. Such a good swipe or something like that. And then I looked up and he had 3 health left. And I had used 8 damage to clear the board. I was like, oh crap, I totally forgot. I don't want to overwhelm you. Well, that's actually a good thought. I appreciate that. It's already starting to feel the wear on my voice. But listen, you guys are why I'm here. You guys keep me motivated and engaged, and I'm happy to give back as much as I can. That's why I try to do the giveaways and stuff on YouTube and try to teach as much as I can. I know that probably sounds like cliched or a little dopey, but it's the truth. I only say something when I have something to say based on topic or something that happened or that was said generally. Yeah, I actually get that. I don't ever chat in Twitch chats. I just like to sit and chill, and that's totally fine. No pressure. I wanted to open up the door in case people did want to chat from time to time. I don't even know what I mulliganed. I'm not paying any attention. I probably just looked at mana costs and said, oh, that's a high cost thing. We don't need that. So I hope I mulliganed correctly, but forgive me if I didn't. So we'll be able to get the Drake out soon, but not quite yet. So we'll try that next turn maybe. It's a pretty good play against Priest. Love your YouTube, bro. Didn't know you had a stream, lol. Well, nobody knew because it didn't happen until an hour and 42 minutes ago, man. This is the first time I've ever streamed. So you are witnessing history right now. Huh. This is like a Purify Priest. Cool. Hopefully he doesn't kill my Azure Drake with that thing, but he very well might. Still gonna do it just because I want to cycle a card and get a body out there. So yeah, welcome to the stream, dude. It's the first time ever, like I said. I'm lurking and playing Egg Druid. That's a fun combo. Egg Druid's tough. More power to you for playing it. That's awesome. I think it's probably still pretty good, but I have trouble with that deck. I just can't get the mentality of going all in correct. I always seem to have a dead hand. It just feels off to me. Probably just haven't played it enough to get through some of that variance and find the routes to victory that are probably almost obviously there. What a weird play. What a totally weird play. Because he's thinking he's going to heal, right? Take this down, do some damage here. I guess he doesn't know that I'm going to kill the 3-2, so he might be thinking that it's going to set up a trade. It's not. We're going to kill the 3-2 and the 1-1 and preserve our minions. So it's an unfortunate play. I probably had a good idea. It just seemed a little odd in hindsight. Plus, he just had to develop the guy. So, yeah, it was a good play, I think. I'm probably judging too harshly. Okay, you know your video about Jade Idols. Oh boy, here we go. That video's gotten a lot of hate. A lot of hate and a lot of love. So let's see which direction you're gonna take it. My idea was to make the Jades in the Jade Idol to not add to the Jade Golem. So if you added a 4/4 Jade Golem already, then your Jade Idols would be 4/4. You think that might be balanced? Yeah, I think that's fine. Is that one of the things I recommended? I feel like that was close, maybe not exactly, but close to one of the things I suggested too. So yeah, I like that idea. The problem with it is, and it's not a problem from a gameplay standpoint, I think it's a great idea from a gameplay standpoint. I think the problem of that is that Blizzard wants it to stay really simple and clean in its execution. So, you know, right now the mechanic is the mechanic, and they always grow, and that's a thing that exists, and that's how it works. So that would kind of fundamentally alter that. Oh boy, Wailing Soul combo. Oh crap. This guy's not messing around. Oh boy, that's a big board. Wild is finally turning wild, boys. This is the wild, wild west of Hearthstone. So yeah, I think it'd be balanced. I think it'd be fine. It will never happen, is what I'm saying, because Blizzard just doesn't do stuff like that. They want it to be simple and clean, which is understandable from a game design standpoint. Maybe at the sacrifice of the players sometimes, which is unfortunate, but still completely understood. So I can actually clear this board, huh? Hero Power, Living Roots, or Swipe, Living Roots, Hero Power. 7 mana. Yeah. I'm going to have to take 7 to the face, though, aren't I? No, I don't have to. I don't have to. Take 5 to the face too. Which is fine. Priest doesn't have a lot of damage usually. So I think we'll probably turn the corner here. We busted up his big Wailing Soul combo. I actually think he traded too much. I think he should have went face and just pressured me instead of killing all my little stuff. He basically enabled my swipe to trade up and things, which I don't think he had to. I mean, obviously what happened anyway, I would have made the same trades, but he'd have me at like 8 instead of 20, so I think he'd have been better off. That's an annoying board to piece through, but we're going to do it, right? It's going to happen. So our Jades are 4/4s and, yeah, 5/5. We could get 2 Jades out. Kind of just want to play the big guy, though. I don't think he has Death. He has 1 card in hand, and he's going to draw 1, so it's not likely. Purify Priest, you should play that deck. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I like it. I just don't think it's going to be good, or is good. Wow, was that off the top, or was that what he was holding? I didn't see. Does anybody catch that? It's probably what he was holding. It's just been in his hand the whole time. It's not at all unlikely. Maybe should have read that, but I don't think we've played. Actually going to make a pretty ballsy maneuver here just to set up this trade. I know it's a priest and he can heal, but it commits some mana, and he doesn't get to heal afterwards, so the damage probably still sticks. And he's forced to heal it before making the trade, so there's some advantages to it. I saw your comment about the 10,000 subs saying you might stream. Oh, Light Bomb. Forgot that was a card. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, we'll just keep going, I guess. I don't know. We can hero power this, but why? It's not attacking yet. We can do that next turn, and we can just load up the board giants again. Yes, I did say that. Oh, I said for it to cap at 5. Oh, yeah. Yeah, your idea is probably actually more clean and more Blizzard-like than mine, even than saying that. So, yes, I did say 10,000 subs I was going to stream. That was always sort of my soft rule in the back of my head when I started the YouTube thing. I was like, I liked YouTube for reasons I mentioned earlier on in the stream, is that I could sit down and do it and not have to commit to long periods of time. But that if I got successful enough and I found the kinds of reactions I was looking for and the kinds of followers I was looking for, that I'd have to move to streaming because that was the next logical evolution of the process, right? Because really, Twitch is where it's at in the scheme of things. And by the way, I still am planning to do a 10,000 subscribers contest to get people to follow me on Twitch. Like, that's going to be the method of entry, which, of course, you guys, if you're following me, will already have been entered. That's totally understandable. But I just haven't gotten the time yet to go do it, like to go buy the Battle.net gift cards and sit down and record it. I mean, I could be doing that now, obviously, but and the crazy thing is, like, I'm already up to 11,000 almost. Oh, I thought he was soul firing his own face. The way that targeting looked, I was very confused. Like, we can always attack through that, but we might have a lethal if we find a different way. So let's Jade Blossom to draw. Actually, let's just Nourish to draw. Mulch, for instance, gets me very close to winning the game. Feral Rage does not help much. I'm just gonna kill it with the 7/7 and develop this guy. Another 4/4 minion for the priest to deal with. So yeah, keep an eye out. I mean, I've already gotten to 11,000 subs almost. Like tomorrow, I'll probably hit 11,000 subs. It's been crazy fast on YouTube lately. A lot of people watching the reviews and stuff are making the numbers go way up. Wailing Soul, yeah, that's something to laugh about for sure. Yeah, it's easy to forget cards exist, isn't it? Like, sometimes you just don't think about cards. Back in the old days. Like, making these videos sometimes, like, talking about old cards and stuff, it's like, wow. Can't believe it. But I thought that would punish someone by playing non-Jade Idol summoning Jade Golem cards before its 5/5 cap. Punish someone by playing non-Jade Idol summoning Jade Golem cards. Before it's... What do you mean by that? I'm not sure I'm understanding. I probably just need to sit down and read that sentence carefully. But I thought that... You're saying that capping it at 5/5 would punish someone by playing non-Jade Idol summoning Jade Golem cards. What's an example of a non-Jade Idol? Oh, non-Jade Idol. I was reading that as Golem. Right. Yes. You're saying all the other Jade cards available to Druid would get punished by that. Yeah, you're right. They would. That would be a restriction on the deck more than the card, which is probably a disservice to the video because it's talking specifically about the card. So yeah, you're making a very fair point there, Tan. I agree. Like I said, I think your suggestion's better. And really, there was another suggestion a lot of people are making that was pretty obvious in hindsight, which is just make it shuffle 2 copies of the card. I don't even think I talked about that one. So that was a pretty subtle one. A lot of people were saying, incorrectly, I think, make Jade Idol also shuffle a Jade Idol into your opponent's deck, or shuffle 3 into your opponent's deck, with the idea that that would make it equitable because they'd get just as many infinite Jade Idols as you would. But the problem there, of course, is that not all your opponents are playing Jade Idol decks. So sometimes you'd just be shuffling 3 dead draws into their decks. Instead of getting their Tyrion, they'd be getting a 1-mana 1/1. Like, that would hurt your opponents more than help them, and that would single-handedly make Jade more powerful. So that's a terrible idea. Oh, man. Secret Paladin. This is another flash from the past. I body kids. Regis, what's up, man? Huge fan. Appreciate it, dude. Happy to have you. This is my first ever stream, so you're a part of history. You guys are all part of history. The first ever RegisKillbin stream. What a momentous day. I'm mostly joking, though. I don't think this is a momentous day, but I'm happy to keep streaming. Do I just swipe that? Like, is it nasty enough that I have to? I mean, I could get a Druid of the Claw out, but does that really help much? It might go to 5 health next turn. I want to kill it while it's at 4. I don't know. Does this backfire? Are there secrets that backfire that? I don't think so. Most of the Paladin secrets are physical damage based, unlike Mage.
By the holy light. Reporting to duty.
Yeah. Should have guessed, right? Should have guessed. Forgot that was a card, too. Man, Wild is fun. It's challenging a little bit because you're sort of resetting a lot of your expectations. No, I think I am going to keep streaming. Sorry, iBody Kids. I'm having fun, man. It's awesome so far. Talking with everybody's really, really cool. I don't know yet, like, schedule and, like, Oh, shoot, I got an intern. I don't know all that stuff yet. I'm not that into it yet as far as figuring all that out, but I'm definitely enjoying my time, so it's been a rewarding experience. Have I gotten any new followers since this started, guys? I hope this follower thing is working. We saw it work in the past with a donation. I'm not sure we saw it work with a follower, though. I know you guys are probably only here because you follow me and got a notification, so I'm not incredibly surprised by that. Just... actually... somebody just did it. I don't hear those for some reason. I saw it pop up, but I'm not hearing it, so that might be why I'm not seeing them. It might be happening, I'm just missing it. Oh, that sucks. That's bad. That's real bad, guys. That's real bad. That's a problem. Let me see if I can figure this out here. I got a thing that's a little alert box here. Let's see. Follows. Follow is supposed to have a sound that plays. Is it playing the Antonitis sound when somebody follows? Do you guys hear Antonitis?
Aha!
Why am I not hearing it, though? It seems to be working. This game feels lost, right? Jeez Louise. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage on board. I can barely deal with any of it. I'm just summoning this 2/2 in the hopes that it kills something and mitigates some damage on a future turn. I don't know if it's going to work. We're just losing this game. Yeah, I just followed you. I don't know what happened. What do you mean you don't know what happened? On screen? Something happened on screen, right? Like you saw some stuff. I hope you saw some stuff. I'm dead, right? See, one off or am I dead? Is there hope? There's no hope. Lothab seals the deal. That is an old school Secret Paladin deck if I've ever seen one. My god. Perfect curve. Just insane curve. What a boss. I'm not gonna get to kill that. I got sacked. It's alright. Man, I gotta figure this out. This is really killing me looking at chat. So guys, I think something's gonna pop up on screen that says RegisKillbin's not following you. I'm gonna do a test real fast. See, I heard it that time. But I didn't hear it before. I'll have to sort this out. Maybe I have something set up in my stream thing that is blocking sound from the... It says system sound. I don't know. I'm not stressed about it right now. I'd like to know for sure when people follow me, though, so I can recognize it. I guess if I get my my screen bigger over here, I'll be able to see it more easily and react to that. I wonder if I got a couple donations. Does anybody know if did you guys send messages with those donations that I didn't read? Did I miss? Did it show up on screen? Oh, great content, keep up the good work, and test donation. Okay, that's cool. So I don't know. Those might have popped up on screen too. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you can add me on Hearthstone, man. I'm happy to take friend requests until it fills up. I'll pop my, you can see it right there on stream. Just a fair warning, I can't always respond to chats and stuff. I'm sometimes streaming or recording videos or whatever. So don't feel bad if I ignore you. It's not a personal insult. I'll chat when I can. You're welcome to give it a try. Just not always going to work. These are your 5 ways. Make it cost 2 mana. Yeah, that's a nice, simple, easily executed one. Discard a card when shuffled. Yeah, I like that one too. Jade caps at 5/5. Yeah, we already discussed that one. Shuffled copies cost 4 mana. Yeah, I like that. That means you can only do 1 with an auctioneer. That's fine. And move auctioneer to wild. Yeah, that's actually probably the best answer right there. Just move auctioneer to wild and be done with it. Yeah, that didn't happen when I followed you. Oh, okay. I don't know. It might not be working right. I might have to check it out. So you mean the aha didn't happen? The Antonitis aha. Hero powering one of these down would be really nice. obviously, because I can do it, but I have to ramp to get stuff out. Like, it gets this taunt out sooner, it gets this taunt out sooner. We just have to do it. These are going to be more impactful than than the 1 hero power is. Yeah, man, you got it. That's the tag right there. Boom, we're friends. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being a friend. Okay, what did he play here? He's still sitting on the axe. I gotta say, guys, it's really hard to pay attention while chatting and hanging out. To the game itself, I mean. So hopefully I'm not making any misplays or anything, but... It's probably all misplays, because I'm just not used to playing wild at all. Oh, I've heard about this. Oh, boy. I've heard about that. That's not cool. That was a good turn, too. I think that's a mistake. I think you gotta kill one of my guys, because these can now kill the taunt, right? And I'm gonna get to charge into this to kill it too. Like, I think that was just a mistake. I could taunt this, right? But I think basically a taunt gives me 6 health, right? And that gives this 2 health. Gives me a 2 heal immediately because I kill this, but also potentially even more healing if he summons multiple pirates, right? So I think that killing that was more health than just taunting up was. Because he still might feel compelled to make this trade because it's such a nice, juicy trade. So this has saved me only 2 health right now because he developed a weapon, but theoretically more health in the future if he plays more pirates. So I think we have to taunt here. Oh, we can also just coin the ancient. Let's do that. Or do we want to save that? What could we do on 8 mana that we can't do on 7 the following turn? In other words, if we coin this now, what could we do on 7? We could play Feral Rage, Hero Power. I don't know. I'm just worried about being dead, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to make this just a god-awful trade just because it might mean that this actually survives. Yes, iBody Kids, you're absolutely right, man. I should move wherever I'm reading the chat to right in front of me because I'm doing this and it looks stupid and it's hurting my neck. That is change number 1 on stream number 2. So that's going to be fixed right now, though I'm settled in. So I can't like move my laptop in front of the screen. There's just not physical space for that right now. Right now it's on, I got like one of those big L desks. It's kind of over here on the side. The more you stream, the more you get used to the chat interaction and game multitasking. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. I mean, gosh, he Mortal Striked the minion instead of my face. I don't know what that means, but I think it means I'm going to develop another taunt instead of just going Feral Rage, because that means there's 1 less reach out of his hand. I guess it doesn't really matter how I trade here. The numbers line up so that this is going to kill one of these. And I guess it actually does matter. I'm going to trade this way so that now his weapon has to hit this minion instead of if I traded the other way, he would have been hitting this minion with his weapon in patches. For my sake, it's the same, but it actually is going to do a couple extra points of damage to him, which might matter if I have to kill him faster. Because he's going to be taking 5 instead of 3 with his Arcanite Reaper, right? So it actually is significant that I traded that way. Assuming, you know, some other variable is not introduced that changes things. Hey, RegisKillbin, really love your videos, which are super entertaining and informative. Dude, I really appreciate that. That's the nicest thing you can say. I'm happy that you said they're informative in particular. The entertaining part's always nice, but the fact that you're learning something is always really, really encouraging to me, too. Yeah, putting the chat on the screen itself. I see some streamers do that, but Wait, what? Why did he do that? Why didn't he just kill the 5/5 and then trade in the other one? And save his heroic strike? I'm sorry, I think that's objectively incorrect. I think that's wrong. Sorry, buddy. I don't want to call people out and stuff, but I think that is just not right. I think you made a mistake there. But anyway, the chat on the screen, I feel like it's distracting sometimes. Plus, if I ever want to convert these to YouTube videos, like I guess that actually wouldn't be terrible because people get to read what I'm responding to. I'll have to think about that. I don't want the stream to look too busy though. Like I like it to just kind of be the game. I might eventually do some stuff on the side, right? We'll just have to see. Not incredibly opposed to it. Just let's go ahead and do this just to develop the auctioneer and get another minion out and see what we draw. It might be relevant. Unfortunately, we can't kill both minions. I'd love to because leaving pirates and damage on board is really scary. After watching your videos, I am able to consistently climb to ranks 13 to 15 after each season. That's awesome, dude. It's a great start. I'm really happy to hear that. I think soon, as you continue to play and you continue to accrue cards, I think you're going to see that number keep climbing. I think you've got it in you. Beforehand, you could only get to rank 17 at max on a good streak. Listen, you keep watching, you keep learning, you keep trying to get better. I promise it's gonna happen for you. So there was a choice here to dig for some life gain, I think. I think I still have a Feral Rage left. But I'm at 10, and he's got nothing on the board and only 2 cards. So I think it's only exactly Heroic Strike Leroy that beat me. So instead, I'm just going to go wide on the board and kill him next turn is my goal here, in case you're wondering why I played what I did. If we'd drawn a Feral Rage, we could have played it too, thanks to this Innervate, but maybe I should have actually just Innervated looking for the Feral Rage and wasted the mana if I didn't find it. Like, just floated the mana on the chance that it won me the game or saved me from losing the game because I'm going to win next turn no matter what, probably. How much damage do we actually have? 8, 10, 16, 17, 21. So I'm actually not going to win the game if he armors up. I've only got 22 damage available. Whoa, you don't see that guy much anymore. What a bad top deck, though. Yeah, let's... Oh, we can't Innervate first. Let's Nourish first. There it is. That's game. That might actually just be lethal, too, right? Yeah, I think that's just lethal. It's almost irrelevant because we're going to cast it both ways anyway, but... Nope, yep. That was the last one. Can't attack with that guy. Yeah, if I ever get 10k people watching this, it's definitely going to be hard to follow along. I'm sure that's a problem. That'd be a great problem to have, though. I'd love to have that many people engaged. But I'll always try to just continue providing commentary of the games themselves. Even if I can't directly respond to folks, I think it's going to be rewarding either way. Fortunate to be watching you while you still have a reasonable amount of watchers, because someday the chat will be too busy like Crips. I appreciate you saying that. Hopefully you'll still watch then, too. I'll always try to make a case for you and find your name in the chat and see if I can't respond. I would honestly love to play Jade Druid, but I just don't know if it's going to be the same after the changes. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with Unguro, though? It's a whole new world. I don't actually like Jade Druid. I'm just playing it to learn it, and I have Druid quests today, 2 Druid quests. So I started playing Jade Druid for the day, and I want to get some experience with the deck, just for experience playing against it. So that's why I'm playing Jade Druid personally. And I don't even have Wrath in this list. Like I just built this list from scratch off the top of my head and forgot a great card. So my list is a little janky anyway. You being informative is the main reason you're my favorite Hearthstone YouTuber and now streamer. Appreciate it, man. That's the goal. I want to be educational and make sure people are learning all the time. Yeah, with Unguro around the corner, I'm super excited to play some new kinds of decks. Looking at doing an Azoth Mage with Pyros. That sounds crazy, dude. That's going to be fun. I hope it works for you. I don't have a lot of faith in Pyros right now. I think he's a little slow. The elemental angle certainly makes him better because he's going to be consistently triggering elemental effects. But I want every card to be successful, so I hope it works. I'm excited to hear your results, because I don't think that's one I'll be testing right off the bat. We could certainly Azure Drake, But I kind of just want to ramp here and develop some Jades. So we have a good hero power usage anyway to get rid of this spell damage totem, so I don't really feel the need for the Drake. We might save the Drake for a swipe anyway because it's so good against Shaman. Alright, I'm from Germany too, so I have to go sleep. See you. Bye, chat. See you, dude. It's fun hanging out. Thanks for chatting. It's crazy how many German viewers there are tonight. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, that's a card still. Yeah, I think we'll just ignore it and go Aya. Jade Behemoth, we've already talked about this exact interaction. I think this just lines up better against the Belcher, even though it kills Aya. We want that to happen. Bye, Regis. Yep, see you, buddy. And also most likely going to disenchant my Golden Sylvanas to craft either a Golden Calamos or 2 other legendaries. Oh man, look at all these golden cards this guy has. The Golden Sylvanas obviously makes sense with the changes, but Golden Calamos, that's going to be fun. I hope the card's good. It almost has to be, I feel like. It's so good. The effect is so strong. The only possible risk with Calamos is that for some reason Elementals as an archetype just doesn't work, which seems super unlikely to me. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, I can't begrudge anybody crafting Calamos. I personally wouldn't craft the golden one. That's my thing. If you like golden cards, though, I'm not going to judge you for it, man. It's go all out and get your golden cards. Have fun. Show off. That's another fun way to play Hearthstone too. What do we want to do here? We can't Drake swipe yet. It'd be pretty good, but we don't have the mana right now. So we'll probably just Jade Behemoth hero power. I don't really like the way that lines up against Maelstrom Portal, but should be all right. I'm actually going to attack this. I know it looks weird to some people because the healing totem's there and it seems like it's going to be wasted. But on the off chance he gets a Flame Tongue Totem and wants to make a value trade into a 1/1, he won't be able to do it. So there is actually a reason for that. It's not totally stupid. It's probably a waste 99% of the time, but the one face damage isn't going to be valuable either. So there's no real... Man, that was a good Maelstrom Portal. Everything had so low health. That's a good minion, too, with the healing totem. Jeez. That's really the best one-drop you could have got. So now I obviously regret that. Like, that backfired big time. Major backfire, but it's all right. So we can Drake Living Roots here to see what pops out of this bad boy. We'd have 4 mana remaining, so we might even swipe afterwards. Okay, we can deal with that this way. Oh, we can't swipe afterwards, I guess. I don't know how to count. Turns out. We haven't played a Jade Idol yet, I don't think, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do it this time. There's no 1/1 on the board for the value trade I talked about before. Pretty much the unfortunate decision to abandon my favorite class Rogue to switch over to Shaman. Yeah, I mean... Rogue hasn't gotten anything totally crazy yet. They got one really good card, but Shaman looks like it's going to be nuts again, which is kind of sad because it's been so strong for so long, but it's probably going to be fun to play. What do you think the best card of each class is? Do you mean currently or with Unguro that we've seen so far? Has to be a good swipe here, right? Like, that's an insane swipe. I maybe should have auctioneered first. I don't know. Let's just throw these wild growths out right now and save these for the auctioneer next turn, maybe. Oh, I'll go ahead and clear this off. I need to kill that thing, and it's bad against Ultra. So that might have looked weird, right? But these are 0 mana spells that I can combo with Auctioneer next turn and to do something else. Like if I got a swipe, for instance, I could still play it too. If I do the 2 mana part with Auctioneer, I get to draw more cards, certainly, because I get to draw twice off of each Wild Growth. But it costs 2 mana too, so I don't have the flexibility to do other things. And since I had 4 mana floating this turn anyway, 4 mana floating this turn anyway, it just makes sense to go ahead and do that and save these for your Auctioneer in a future turn. I just like the shiny part, like the Unpacked Golden Patches and Disenchanted because it was become the guy climbing a Pirate Warrior. Yeah, I had Disenchanted a Golden Patches too, actually. I just don't do golden cards as much, but I get you. Pirate Warrior is abusive. I actually laddered with it, so I'm a culprit. But it was so fast. I went from rank 5 to legend in like one night. I think I played about 35 games, which means I went probably 25-10, which is I don't know, like a 77% win percentage or something. I just rocketed up the ladder with Pirate Warrior. I was actually surprised myself how fast. Best card of each class currently. Oh God. Do you mean in the current meta or like just all time? So in other words, like Tyrion is probably the best card all time for Paladin. The strongest raw card. But I guess you'd have to say like Anything Can Happen is maybe the best Paladin card in the current meta. Just because it's the only thing that defines a deck. Anything Paladin is the only Paladin deck right now. So I don't know. For Druid, it's probably Fandral. Maybe Living Roots. Maybe Aya, even though it's not a Druid card. Hunter. Gosh, Hunter's another one where there's just not a... So all time for Druid.
Happy New Year, friend.
Maybe Swipe. Maybe Wrath. I know those are kind of boring choices, but they're just so popular. Like, every deck runs those cards. For Hunter all time, Savannah Highmane probably. It hasn't always been in every deck, but it's just so darn good. What's next? Mage. I guess you have to pick Antonidas for Mage. I don't really like that pick, but historically. What's after Mage? Paladin. Like I said, I guess Tyrion. Priest. Man. Shadowword Death, maybe? What's the most common priest card? Most powerful priest card? Yeah, I guess probably Shadowword Death. It's just, I mean, again, that's boring, but it's just such efficient removal. So good. What's after priest? Shaman. Shaman, probably Tunnel Trog or Totem Golem. Maybe Flame Tongue Totem. If you're talking all time. Still, Tunnel Trog and Totem Golem, though, are in that discussion, regardless of your time span. We could coin the Nourish because we have so much time. He hasn't done anything yet. How many cards does that put me at? Burn 2. We wouldn't overdraw. Do we use the Nourish for ramp? It's another consideration. I have enough cards in hand. It could ramp into an Ancient of War. Hero Power doesn't do much, though. I think I'll just get the Jades out, start cleaning these up in case we see a Flame Tongue Totem or something. We don't want to leave the board too full. What other classes? Did I say Shaman? Yeah. What's after Shaman? Just trying to go alphabetically. Warrior has to be, like, Shield Slam or Execute. I think. Warlock has to be Jaraxxus. Did I forget a class? I feel like I forgot one class. Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. What am I for? Oh, Rogue. Rogue. I guess Edwin. Edwin's been in Zoo for a long time. This is a weird thing that happened. Primal Fusion. I guess we swipe. I don't... It's fine. Do I want to coin the hero power here to clean up? We have a 6-mana play next turn. We probably won't need to coin the Ancient, so I guess I will. Can't hurt to clear the board against Shaman. Not much use having perhaps the most powerful card in Standard and Classic set. If you can't have a strong deck to go with it. Oh, which card do you mean? Patches or... Oh, Sylve, maybe. Yeah, everyone forgets Rogue. True that, right? Everybody does. Oh, I is better. We'll trade here just in case it matters. Are you excited for Zoo Hunter? Yeah, man, I'm willing to try any kind of Zoo in any kind of class. I love Zoo Warlock, so Yes, I'm excited for all the new kinds of decks. It's going to be awesome, X-Man. Am I alone in thinking that Sap defines Rogue more than Edwin? Well, you're not wrong. Or no, you said, are you alone? Not am I wrong. Maybe you are alone. I don't know. I mean, we'd have to ask around. Certainly Sap is a defining card for Rogue. Don't get me wrong. It just seems like Edwin decides more games more often. But, like, right now, I mean, Sap is run, but it has been cut before, depending on the meta and depending on, like, the taunts in the meta. I don't think I want to go all in on the Ancient just because Hex is a card, so I think we'll just play the Jade to split our resources a little bit, particularly because it trades reasonably well into both these guys anyway. But our hand's getting a little light on actual stuff. We're going to have to commit some mana to a Nourish soon, which sort of sucks. Oh, Tyrion. Oh, yes, you're right, yes. Tyrion is pretty much useless because Paladin is pretty much useless right now. It's sort of unfortunate. The game's arguably most powerful card from just a raw value standpoint is relegated to the sidelines right now. Nothing feels better than a good Tyrion on the board. Draenei Totem Carver. That's pretty cool. Evolve too. Okay. What? That's not good. This is pretty good though. Trade, swipe. Oh god, I need a mulch. Oh god, this is bad, guys. I don't know what to do. Guess we could Feral Rage, trade, see what we get out of this, and that influences our play. Swipe is so bad against this, though. Yeah, I'm gonna Feral Rage, Hero Power, Jade Blossom. I guess it just doesn't develop enough of the board, but I don't know. I don't know what else to do. That's a body, at least. Oh my god. Everything I have is spells. Like, what can we do? I don't want to trade into this yet. I'm just going to leave these guys and hopefully absorb some hits and stuff. So guys, we've been at this 2 hours and 20 minutes so far. I'm actually not tired of streaming, like I'm having fun, but it's getting sort of late, and I'm gonna have to take a potty break soon, and the viewer count is slowly starting to dwindle down. Not that I don't appreciate those of you that are here, I certainly do. I'm just dead almost. Jeez, what just happened? But anyway, I think I'm probably gonna draw it to a close here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe play one more game after this one. Try to get some wins, or one more win, because I don't know if this one's I don't think this one's gonna be a win. And maybe it is. He left my spell damage up, so who knows? Maybe we can win this. Let's start seeing what we can do. This guy's obviously the biggest threat, but we can kill him, so we're gonna be able to clear here. I'm not totally sure I cleared that right, but we're in a decent spot. I mean, we can gain health over time as long as he doesn't have burn in hand. We can actually do this. First time streaming. Why is that funny? What do you mean? Oh, it's because I said potty. Oh, a potty break. It's nice, man. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I thought it'd be more taxing, I guess, on my system. Like, I thought it'd be hard to sit and talk this long. I thought I'd feel burdened with chat, but neither of those things have actually happened. I've been enjoying chat, and it's not that taxing. I want it to be engaging and educational too. So this, I mean, I didn't like plan out what I'm playing or advertise some cool thing in the description. It's just goofing around with Jade Druid right now, and hanging out with you guys. Appreciate it, TSH, man. Like I said, I'm going to stream more, so stay tuned. like to get up to about 1,000 followers on Twitch. That's my short-term goal. Because frankly, I'd really like to get a sub button already. Not that I care necessarily. I don't need subs to stream. It's not about that. I think it opens up some more tools and stuff. And hopefully I can carry over some weight from YouTube a little bit. Like kind of convince them that it's a reasonable...
The elements will destroy.
Why are you mad, dude? Stop emoting at me. Trying to get a darn... Trying to get me a... no. I just want a... All I want is a... Feral Rage. Pretty good board. Bad against Maelstrom Portal, but not a bad little turn, really. Fandral opens up so many options. I was originally going to mulch, but figured the Nourish gave me 2 mana back. We'd have enough to actually make something happen, so... That hurts. I feel like this is the kind of deck this guy's running, though, where it's like he wants to put all this gimmicky stuff in, like the Primal Fusions and all this crazy stuff, and neglected to put in Lightning Bolts. You know, he's like, oh, I don't need Reach, and we just happen to have the right assortment of taunts to make that like work. Oh, butt sneeze. Excuse me. Man, do I just want to attack him here or attack the minion and not use my guys? I'm trying to think what could be relevant. I mean, Lightning Bolt kills me either way from 2 or 3. So I don't know if that matters. I mean, like what? Lava Shock, I guess, would kill me. Does it matter with Flame Tongue Totem? I think I'm dead to Flame Tongue Totem either way. Yeah, it might matter to Flame Tongue Totem, though. Because I have a taunt and 1 attack. So yeah, we're going to do it this way. Because Flame Tongue Totem, as it is right now, he'd have to send 1 minion into the taunt, and then the other one would only have 2 attack instead of 3. So if I go down to 2 by making that trade, Flame Tongue Totem would be lethal. That's not going to be Flame Tongue Totem, thankfully. Just give me Feral Rage and we can end this game. I guess I can just go crazy now. Hope we have one left. I wasn't even keeping track. We may not even have one. This is going to be a nuts turn, though. My god. I actually need to kill some minions here. I need a spell, too. I did draw a spell. Sure. Let's mulch this. Oh, that's scary, though, because I could give him some battle cries and stuff that kill me. I don't want that. Yeah, I guess we'll just hang out on our turn now. We've kind of... So being at 4 is actually pretty advantageous at this point. I'm going to go ahead and actually make this what is seemingly a terrible trade. Just to preserve my taunt, which stops weapon damage from getting to my face. Because remember, we're still trying to stay alive pretty hard here. So that's a fine trade. We don't need the Fandral. We just shuffled like a bajillion Jades into our deck. We're good on that front. Okay, so my taunt's dead. Being at 4 health is significantly... Oh, no. No, he didn't kill my taunt. Okay, well. Gonna do this to get way out of reach. Love your videos. Thank fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Good name, though, bro. Good name. I like it. You blessed my packs, and I pulled a Golden Sea Giant. Perfect, dude. Another positive pack blessing report. That's my favorite. I love blessing packs, man. I'll pass all the legendaries on if I can. That's really cool. Thanks for passing that along. Love the purple heart, too. Yeah, this was surprisingly enjoyable. I didn't know what you would be like. I was pleasantly surprised. See you the next time you stream. Good night. This is my last game if you're going to hang around for one more game, but appreciate those kind words. I'm kind of curious, though, like, what were you expecting? Do I come off as, like, boring or not engaging or not talkative in my videos? Because I actually think I'm, like, the most boring person in the world, and I think I have good game insights, but I don't think I'm particularly, like, funny or entertaining or anything like that. I try to be charismatic at the very least, I think. But I don't know that I'd like watching me is what I'm getting at. So I'm happy to hear that other people do at the very least. It's not just about learning something. If that's the case, it's about a little more. Hey, I asked you this on Twitter. Are you going to do any theory crafting videos after tomorrow's full card reveal? Oh man, a new card just got revealed. Shoot, did you guys see this yet? Crypt just revealed a new card. It's a neutral legendary. I'll answer your question, by the way, in a second, but I just saw this as I went over to Twitter. It's called the Spirit Singer Umbra. Looks like another little turtle Tortolon guy. After you summon a minion, trigger its Death Rattle effect. It's a 4-mana 3/4. Huh. I don't really know what to make of that just yet. 4-mana 3/4, so a little bit understated. But after you summon a minion, trigger its Death Rattle effect. And that's like an on-board effect. So if this minion's alive, that happens. You get an instant Death Rattle. That's kind of intriguing, but of course it kind of requires this thing to survive, or it won't go off, which is somewhat problematic. Or you have to combo it out in a single turn, right? You got to play both, which is certainly possible. And there's some good 6-drop Death Rattles too. This might be why Sylvanas was moved to Wild, because you could on turn 10 play this and Sylvanas and get an instant card steal while developing minions, which would be pretty sick. But still, there's other cheaper Death Rattles too, where you could easily get this out on turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, that kind of thing. So that's pretty intriguing. I don't know. It's sort of like Brand Bronzebeard in a way, where you try to load it up a turn early to set up a big turn next play. And like sometimes you just know your opponent doesn't have the means to kill it, so you're pretty confident in making that play. It feels like this is the same kind of thing. This is Cthulhu, so I'm not going to try to rush. I'm going to draw cards just to give myself the most possible decisions next turn to make sure we make the right plays. I've got bad trades and stuff happening. Could load up 1 Jade to make this better next turn, but I'm also probably just going to Ancient of War, so I might just sit on it for the Auctioneer to get some cheap spells. Just go face here. So anyway, Spirit Slinger Umbra, check that card out, guys. It looks, it's intriguing. I don't know if it's going to be great, but it can definitely work in a certain variety of decks. But anyway, as far as the theory crafting videos, I think the answer is no. That sounds fun, don't get me wrong. Like, that sounds like it'd be really cool. But, two things. I got to review all the cards, and that's going to take a mountain of time already, and I'm going to try to space those out through, like, the weekend. So that's going to be a majority of my time. So that's one issue, is just I've got some traveling to do this weekend, too, so I'm already going to be really crunched on that side of things. So I won't have time for theory crafting videos, but beyond that, I want to save sort of the theory crafting for when the cards are actually here, because I'll be doing a bunch of my deck experiment videos, which if you don't know, are where I basically just go experiment with decks and crazy ideas and try to build something cool. Sometimes not crazy ideas, sometimes just good ideas that are going to be pretty obvious throughout the course of an expansion. So that'll be basically the venue via which I do some some theory crafting with decks, but it'll be live with the real cards, and then we can test it immediately and stuff instead of. I'm gonna go ahead and innervate here. I'm gonna play one of these two, and I can. I'm gonna float a mana most likely, but well, maybe not. I don't want to use this as minion summoning because it's bad against Brawl. I'll just save it. It's just gonna have to kill my Auctioneer. We already got a lot of draw out of it, and it's shuffled too, so I'm pretty happy. I thought you'd be really awkward and have no idea what to do. I don't know why I thought that though. Like no idea what to do. What do you mean? Like how to engage and how to talk and how to. That's funny that you think that. That's cool insight. I like that. I'm glad that's not the case. I'm glad I'm keeping you engaged here. So we can actually just Feral Rage this, like Fandral Feral Rage is 7. Don't get a lot of extra value out of Fandral though. Fandral Nourish gives me 2 mana back, so I could play the Living Roots and trade the Auctioneer. But I'm going to draw too many cards if I do that, I think, right? Like I'm going to go, that's 2, so I'll have 6 in hand. I draw 4. So I could trade the Auctioneer first and then Living Roots. Yeah, I like this, okay. Hope I did that math right, by the way. Playing it with Aya and the other... Oh, I gotta read this later. Holy crap, I'm gonna die to my turn here. Yeah, this worked out really nicely because we got the other Jade Idol to shuffle here and bounce off of Fandral, which was likely. We had so many in our deck. Playing it with Aya and that other Death Rattle Jade card in Rogue, perhaps. Yeah, Aya actually is a great example, dude. Aya will be sick with that card, the new one that was just revealed. Yeah, she'll be crazy. Instantly getting that Jade's really good. Yeah, that is if you draw your Aya late on turn 10. And Death Rattle Rogue, yeah. I mean, clearly all those Death Rattle things are going to fit in a Zoth style of build, but Jade Rogue does have some good Death Rattle stuff happening already. Like, a lot of people are kind of playing with that deck. What did I tell you guys? That summoning the 1/1s is bad for Brawl. It happened. It's exactly, we prophesied it. But we got to move through some of those Brawls anyway, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we don't have to kill that. We're just going to go wide. He just brawled. If he has another brawl, guess what? We'll just go wide again next turn with more stuff, so it's not a big deal. Hey, dude, I like your YouTube content. I thought I would check out your stream. Very cool. Appreciate it so much, man. Thanks for the kind words on both regards. I think I'm going to keep streaming. This is my first ever one, but it's been really fun. I think I thought that because I've seen someone stream for the first time and it was very awkward and nervous. Yeah, I mean, I get that, dude. I gotta tell you, like, when I was a kid, like, in high school and stuff, I was so nervous to do public speaking. Like, I was so just mortified of being in front of people and talking and stuff. So, I don't really know when that changed. I've certainly gotten much, much better in that regard. Yeah, we're just gonna take the... I should have attacked first, actually. I made a mistake there. Probably should have went for the 4. I was going to trade if it went right, and it did, so it worked out, but it's probably an error. I feel like I've shuffled a ton, but I have so many Jades that I'm playing, I'm just going to shuffle more as security. Like, there's no way he can win this game at this point. But yeah, I don't know. Nervousness went away. Now I don't really have problems with that. I think part of it's from just my job, my career. I have to talk a lot and engage with clients and stuff, so... it's sort of a professional development thing. You just have to live that life and do it. Like, you just get good at it because it's constant. Swipe is really good here, isn't it? Let's Wild Growth first, see what we get. Then we'll probably Hero Power Swipe. Swipe face. Yeah, Jade Idol's good too. This deck is actually obscene. I see when people play this. It's stupid easy. Like, I'm not even paying attention and just summoning 8/8s like a moron. Hope I'm not playing badly, though. Hope I got that part right. Yeah, Rain Mental asks, do you think they'll introduce any more card draw, single target removal, and Hunter? If the quest does not turn out, they will still be terrible otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, that's kind of been the two deficits for Hunter for a long time, right? Is both of those things. So... I don't know if they will or not. I hope so. They kind of have this philosophy of class identity where they don't like to change too much how classes work and sort of walk them down paths of what they expect the class to be. So, I don't know. I mean, as far as single target removal, what does Hunter have? Basically, Kill Command is bad single target removal. Yeah, Deadly Shot is okay if they don't have anything on the board, but otherwise really risky and RNG based. So, I don't know, man. I hope so. I wouldn't mind... I like the idea of classes having their own kind of niche, like their own thing they do, but diversity is never really a problem. You can still design within limits, but give classes the tools they need to be successful. I feel like it's been a long time since Hunter was good. I mean, I guess we had a mid-range Hunter era in post-Whispers of the Old Gods with Call of the Wild. So it wasn't that terribly long ago, but it sure seems like forever ago. And even then, I don't think it was that dominant of a deck, and Call of the Wild got nerfed and, of course, killed that. Which is probably still the right nerf. I think the card was a little bit busted, but... we coin out the Jade Blossom. What do we go to? 4 next turn. It doesn't really help. But it could help if I draw the right stuff. Plus, I can just Hero Power next turn. It's like, what's the difference? If I Hero Power now and Jade next turn, or Jade this turn and Hero Power now. I lose the coin is the difference, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, I did say it was the last game. I'll play one more. I was answering a question right as I queued up, so... Plus, I don't feel like my bladder is going to burst just yet. Not that it's wrong to take a potty break during a stream. That's not a problem. Because I can do this. Watch, guys. Ready? You watching? Look, watch this. Boom! I can't see it. I hope it worked. I hope there's now like an AFK screen that says RegisKillbin. That's my goal, if it worked. Then watch, this is real scary though. Watch this, watch this. Boom! Big face. I don't like this one though. I'm gonna go off this. And then boom! Back to normal. Did that work? Tell me it worked. I'm gonna watch. I'm like on a delay. I see it happening a few seconds later. Oh, I see it. It's gonna happen right now. This is fun. I gotta stop this though. This is cheesy. Yeah, I think we'll just play the taunt here. It lines up pretty good. He's got 5 damage on board, so he doesn't have like a pirate to buff this or anything that we can see. So, is it not normal? Am I still on? Oh no! This whole time I've been big. No, that's the worst. Did it work? I can check. I can check. Oh, it should have worked out. It should have worked out. I probably fat-fingered the key. Legendary RegisKillbin moment right off the bat. Good stuff. Good stuff. Swipe would be good. Eh, not that good, I guess. Do we just taunt again? You have 8 mana to work with. We get 6 hero power. Doesn't really do much. We just summon a 2/2. It's not that good. Auctioneer Innervate doesn't really do much. I kind of want to charge into this. Like, I think that's the play. Because it does so much damage. We discussed this before. We're seeing a lot of the same lines happening. And his weapon doesn't kill it, so the minion theoretically has to trade, which would be nice. I love your guys' reactions to my failure to make myself not big. I figured it's good to have like a big face cam occasionally, like, you know, in case I need to get in close and say something, you know. So this is bad. This is real bad. I don't know how to kill this. Let's see what we can draw, maybe? Nothing. Just go wide on the board as much as we can. Get some minions out. You should stream your pack up. Guys, it's funny. I had 10 viewers accidentally go big face cam for 30 seconds. Down to 7. I scared off 3 people with my giant face cam. Oh, that's great news. I love it. That's so funny. Oh man, we are so dead. Crap. That's not good. Yeah. Kill what we can. It's going to make the other one bigger, obviously, but got to get as much onto the board, too, to start trading. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to kill this outside of that thing, because it's so big now. Like, hopefully he has to make that trade at the very least. Anyway, stream my pack opening. Yeah. I guess I should, right? Like, I guess I should. It's nervous to me to like stream stuff that I plan to make videos out of, you know, like for some reason that seems. Oh, we're dead. Wow, that hand. A lot of bursts. That sucks. I don't know. You're right. I should stream it. It's just I have like plans in my brain and there's like a system that I've always followed, so I'm a little hesitant for some reason, but there's really no objective reason that I can't stream the pack opening. I'm a little worried that it would go wrong. But I have mechanisms to turn that into a video, so that's all fine. I want to make sure I can get my content over to YouTube and stuff, but that shouldn't be an issue at all. The VODs will be there, and I think it's all easily convertible. So yeah, that's a fine idea, man. I should absolutely do that. I hope people watch, though, because like everybody and their brother is going to be streaming pack openings as soon as Unguro hits, so we'll have to see. But even if there's one of you, it's probably worth it, right? If you need to tell the audience a secret, you can use the big face cam and whisper that secret to us. We could do like some ASMR stuff, like watch this, right? Like you guys know what ASMR is, right? Like the like whispering and the like relaxation stuff. Like watch. Let's see. Let's watch this. Hey guys, this is RegisKillbin. Hello. RegisKillbin is the name, and ASMR is the game. I'm curious if that worked. Did that work? You guys getting tingles? You guys got tingles all up your body? ASMR Regis just become a real thing? Is that a thing now? ASMR Regis? I don't think I want to do that. That was creepy to me, honestly. It felt weird. But I like that idea. I'll donate $1 for each legendary I get with my packs because you bless them. All right, dude. That's a deal. You've already donated some, so Much love regardless, but yeah, good luck on your packs. That's going to be fun. Crypt gets 100,000 viewers on opening day, so you will get more than usual. Well, right now I don't know what usual is, because this is my first ever stream. Right now, usual is about 8 to 10, which is actually pretty fine. I'm okay with that. That's alright. It's going to go up, I think. I'm going to do some contests and stuff to get some more people to Twitch and let people know. As it becomes official, this was really just a test stream that turned into a 3-hour, really fun, engaging, rewarding stream. So you guys are awesome. Awesome for that. Nobody's reacting to my creepy ASMR. What are you going to do? You guys are just weirded out. You're going to leave. Anyway, guys, I think I'm done. It's been really fun, as I've said 1,000 times. Appreciate all the comments, all the engagement. It's great. I'm going to be doing this more, so if you're not already, of course, follow me on Twitch to get the notifications. Follow me on Twitter, too. I'll be posting when I'm going live there. You're probably all already following me on YouTube, or otherwise you wouldn't know this existed. So thanks again for all those subs and all that fun stuff. But this is it for me. Have a good night. It's been a great honor to spend some time with you, and I look forward to doing it next time. So good night, take care, and until next time, game on. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you stayed through the whole video, congratulations, you're an all-star. That's amazing and incredible. There's some fun and goofy stuff that happened, I know, so it's cool probably to see that side of me instead of the more rigid YouTube video side. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, game on.